you'll know.
Mike in the Bay. He's got a golden ticket, and I'm not going to take it from him. He still has it. When we have Smack Off 30, he should be in the field, but there are no guarantees. Let me get some ATPs in. Rome, can you please explain where the "I'm here" drop is from? I am newly back to listening after some time off. Thanks. P.S. Yes, after about 2 months back, I have the JTs. That's 2 for me. Bill and PA.
It's 2 for me.
Not that one. I'll be the other one. I'm here.
I'm here.
What that is Patrick Mahomes yelling across the field at the Raiders and somebody on X dubbing Kermit over it.
I'm here. I'm here.
If you see it on the stream, he's yelling at the Raiders. I'm here. I'm here.
I'm
But
here.
somebody dubbed over it.
I'm
Kermit.
here.
I'm here.
I'm here.
I'm here.
I'm here.
That's where
I'm
that's
here.
from.
I'm
Jim.
here.
Who was it? Welcome back, Bill. Good to have you back. And nice to know that you're here only 2 months and already you have the JTs. Jungle Tourette's. Sorry about that. Can't do anything about it. I've got it, so you've got it. Hey, Jim, who was it who said, "It's not Ryan, it's Ryan"?
It's not Ryan, it's Ryan.
Signed Alex and Windsor. KB, of course, Kyle Brandt.
This isn't like one of those, "I'm drunk, I'm handing you the keys" things, okay? Because that means I'm drunk and I'm handing you the keys. And is that after Ryan Sandberg?
All right,
Right here.
see, that last sentence that you just said proves that you did
Is
it.
that after Ryan Sandberg?
It's not Ryan, it's Ryan.
So good. In fact, in its full context, that is so great. I forgot how good that was. That was Kyle Brandt before he came to work here, before he went to the NFL Network, when he was on The Real World Chicago. And he got into it with that gal, and she's just getting real snippy with him. Is that Ryan Sandberg? And then Kyle finally hits her with, "It's not Ryan, it's Ryan."
This isn't like one of those, "I'm drunk, I'm handing you the keys" things, okay? Because that means I'm drunk and I'm handing you the keys. And is that after Ryan Sandberg?
All right,
Right here.
see, that last sentence that you just said proves that you did
Is
it.
that after Ryan Sandberg?
It's not Ryan, it's Ryan.
It's the best. Is that after Ryan? It's not Ryan, it's Ryan.
It's not Ryan, it's Ryan.
Great stuff. Hey, KB, what up, yo?
It's not Ryan, it's Ryan.
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 I'm glad somebody reset that. Mr. Rome, do you or did you ever leave milk and cookies for Santa Claus? Respectfully, Edward Marino. Keep leaning in, Eddie. Keep leaning in to the worst shtick in the jungle. I'm not going to bite, Eddie. Instead, what I'm going to do, I'm going to see if I can find something even worse than that. I bet I could. Let's see. Serious question, Rome. What would it take for me to get a show with you on the Fast Channel? We could call it Rome is on point with G off. With our friendship and natural rapport, the show would write itself. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Signed G off in Lincoln. Barnacle in Lincoln. What would have to happen? You know, the usual. Pigs would have to start flying around. Hell would have to freeze over. Half of Cali would have to fall into the ocean.
You pig.
You know, all the usual stuff. G off. Short of that. In fact, even that's not enough, G off. Even that would not be enough. Pigs flying around, hell freezing over, half of Cali falling into the ocean would not be enough. The entire world would have to come to an end. If the entire world came to an end, you and I could co-host a show. If and only if the entire world came to an end. If every last person on the planet, not named you and me, fell into a gigantic sinkhole, and every animal and every person, that's not cool, Mike, take that off. If every last If every organism in the world fell into the biggest sinkhole ever, Geoff, and you and I were the only ones left, I would push you into the hole and just do the show myself. Never, dude. Never, ever, 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 ever. Never, ever. I appreciate the ask. Yeah, you got to ask, right?
You're welcome.
Well, what's the worst that could happen, Geoff? The same thing that happens to you every single day when you try to participate. What's the worst that could happen, Geoff? Me saying no? The answer is no.
No.
V and I will co-host this show before you and I co-host a show on the Fast Channel. You know why? I work my ass off that Fast Channel. I want to keep it. I'm looking to program it with things that people want to see and people want to hear and people want to react to. You're not it. Stucknuts in. Left's smack-off odds are falling faster than the sinkhole granny.
Butt nuts.
Tommy from NC. War, glory, sinkholes. Y'all, a lot of this sticks to me.
Old days.
People think that I do things like this because it happens on my show.
It is a reminder.
This is terrifying. Have you seen the video? There is an elderly person. She's actually not that much older than me. I guess I'm elderly now. Anyway, this is a 64-year-old woman 30 meters or 30 feet deep in a sinkhole. They can't get to her. They felt like a shoe. And y'all think that's funny. The hell is the matter with you? No, I mean, really, look in the mirror and ask yourself, what is the matter with me? O'Reilly Auto Parts can help take the guesswork out of your check engine light with O'Reilly Veriscan. The service is free. It provides solutions based on over 650 million vehicles verified by ASE, certified master technicians. It is available only at O'Reilly Auto Parts. All right, so for part of the audience, if you're not going to follow us over to the after hour, that'd be your mistake. You should. You should. My thanks to Tom Pellicero, Chris Rodriguez Jr., Will Blockman, and I on the after hour next. Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm. If you own a timeshare and you want out, you need to get the facts. Wesley Financial Group and its founder, Chuck McDowell, have helped over 40,000 families cancel their timeshares permanently, and he may be able to help you too. Call right now. Chuck will send you a timeshare exit information guide free explaining how your timeshare works and all your options for cancellation. You want to call Wesley Financial Group, 800-761-0000. That's 800-761-0000. Once again, 800-761-0000.
This is the story of the one who, as a maintenance specialist for a historic high-rise, knows that vintage charm historically needs constant attention. Which is why, when it's time to upgrade turn-of-the-century mechanicals, they turn to Grainger. With easy access to 1 million-plus products and the scale to deliver when and where you need them. The right tools and supplies are never far away. So the one can keep that vintage building running like new. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Did you know that GUC's utility rates are not only low in the region, but also the state? That's right. When you combine the average electric, water, wastewater, and natural gas into one bill, only people in 2 of the 15 largest cities pay less than GUC customers. Only 2. Low rates and high reliability. Working in the best interest of the community rather than shareholders. That's the value of public utilities. That's the value of GUC.
Are you ready for some outdoor fun? Big Rock Power Sports and Marine is your complete source for recreation and marine sales and service. With a full selection of ATVs, side-by-sides, motorcycles, slingshots, watercraft, pontoons, and boats, Big Rock Power Sports and Marine is sure to have what you're looking for in everyday adventure. With 5 locations in North Carolina, Rocky Mount, Lake Gaston, New Bern, Elizabeth City, and of course, Greenville. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram or online at BigRockPowersports.com. Big Rock Power Sports and Marine. Choose your adventure.
This is proud ECU alumni David Price of David Price Construction. As a leading general contracting firm, we specialize in commercial construction and renovation. Whether it's updating your office space, renovating your restaurant, or building a new retail store, our team at David Price Construction is ready to assist. We are committed to delivering quality, value, and customer satisfaction across all of our projects. So give us a call at 919-820-3612 or find us online online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Go Pirates.
Switching is easy. We do it all the time. We switch on the lights. We switch TV channels. Some of us switch partners while square dancing. Well, that's a stretch. But what's not a stretch is how you can switch and save with State Farm. In fact, this is State Farm agent Timothy Sawyer right here in Greenville. We can switch your auto and home insurance so you can start saving today. My team and I are ready to welcome you to the State Farm neighborhood. With Timothy Sawyer State Farm, it's easy to switch and save. Just give us a call, 493-0002. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Worth Chiropractic and his team are offering a new patient special only at the new location. Come see them at this fantastic facility. A visit to our new location gets you a free consult, complete exam, digital x-rays, and more for only $29. Our amazing new patient $29 deal is only available at the new location, Worth Chiropractic West, 2100 West Arlington Boulevard, offering the same safe, no surgery, drug-free treatment, convenient, comfortable, and cost-effective.
Jimmy John's introduces the Smoked Cheddar Bourbon Club. Enjoy premium roast beef or turkey, crisp bacon, smoked cheddar cheese, and an all-new creamy sriracha bourbon sauce to take it up a notch. All on freshly baked French bread. This Smoked Cheddar Bourbon Club is here for a limited time, so get yours today in-store or on the app. Watch for Jimmy John's popular pickle chips coming soon and peppermint cookies in December. Jimmy John's on Fire Tower Road, Cotant Street, or Moy Boulevard in Greenville, and online at jimmyjohns.com.
There have been many changes in the automotive world. At Phelps Chevrolet, the Phelps boys are here to take care of you. Mike, Daryl, and 4 of Mr. Phelps' grandsons, Wade, West, Allen, and Clay. You see, things at Phelps remain the same. The Phelps team has served Eastern North Carolina for over 50 years. We make your visit easy and fun. We are your neighbors, and that's what neighbors do. Phelps Chevrolet in Greenville. Like Mr. Phelps' great-granddaughter says, come in and get you one.
Find new roads with Chevrolet at PhelpsChevrolet.com.
When you're working outdoors, unpredictability is the norm. So tackle your toughest jobs with the 2025 Honda Pioneer 700. This rugged side-by-side brings power to any party with reliable torque for towing and smooth shifting for the trails. And you can choose between 3 trims, Standard, Deluxe, or the True Timber Forest Edition. Get greater capability. See the 2025 Honda Pioneer 700 today at Ron Ayers Motorsports, Highway 11, north of the airport in Greenville. For your safety, read the owner's manual, wear a helmet, eye protection, closed side nets and doors, and always wear seatbelts. Honda side-by-sides are for riders 16 and older.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
Well, I just think we were prepared. You know, one thing my trainer, he told me, he said, what did he say? He just told us to be prepared.
It was just such a fresh of breath air.
Well said, John.
Don't give me that homer You know, no.
Hey!
If I keep him any longer, I might get the gangrene.
My God!
Sports are great.
Man, do I love sports.
Man, do I love sports.
In my neighborhood, clip means something else.
It was a 2-question question.
I am Football Man!
No, it sounds like you're questioning me, and I'm telling you right now, it's the best pizza I've ever had.
I guess I'm going to go home and blow some smoke. I'm going to go log online and talk a bunch of crap.
You know what? We're good.
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Hello and welcome into a Wednesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock here on a cold Eastern North Carolina Wednesday inside the Pirate Radio studios. Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. You can find us on 1250, 930, online, pr927fm.com. And we are live on Facebook Live and on Pirate Radio TV on YouTube. We continue to add to the great amount of content on Pirate Radio Live on YouTube. A new edition of the Danny Beal Show with Blake Hardigree is available. A new edition of the Holton Ahlers Show with Blake Harrell will be dropping at midnight, according to Holt. So you will be able to watch what the new head football coach of the Pirates has to say as he joins Holton Ahlers on the Holton Ahlers Show. So we got that. We got Mike Schwartz and ECU postgame from last night. All available for you. Pirate Radio TV. Become one of the 4,000 plus subscribers today. All right, big edition of Pirate Radio Live on the way. Packed house today. Shirley is here. We got Brett back joining us. We got head of the table, Jarrett Watkins. Hey, Jarrett.
How's it going?
Good. We've got left side.
I'm sorry I did it yesterday. That's stolen valor. That's a you and Chandler Honeycutt thing. So I'll just say, what's up, Clipper? It's good to be here.
Hey, Harp. John was at ECU football signing day festivities, so he has just returned from that. We'll talk to John later on in the show, and we'll get into that a little bit. I am not a recruiting guy, especially in this transfer portal era. But if there's any notable names or guys you want to talk about, we can do so. I'll run down the list of names. I guess we got a guy from Havelock people are excited about.
I think we got 2.
All right. I've always said it's weird. Like, talk more about this with Brian North on Friday. But if we can get guys from Havelock, I'll take them. For whatever reason, it just hasn't worked out with the Havelock Rams and Pirates, it seems like, over the years. But now's the time for a change. But we got a lot of guests to get to on today's show. Ken Watlington will join us.
Darn.
Spreading his Seahawk wings after the UNCW victory last night. P. Mase, Patrick Mason will be here. Danny Beal, Holton Ahlers, and Adler Augustine, head coach of the ECU Volleyball team, along with Jennings Hall, Ellie Pate, and Carlia Northcross. All going to join us on the program as they are playing postseason volleyball in Minges Thursday night. So we'll talk about all of that on today's edition of Pirate Radio Live. We'll check in with the chat gang real quick, see what they're talking about on this Wednesday. We got Steve in the house, says, hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
Jerry says hello. Jamie says, hey, now.
Hey, now.
Jeffrey has 3 cold emojis. It is cold. Pike liked the stream. I saw Pike last night at Minges. He said best performance at the ECU UNCW game was the girl that sang the national anthem.
She was very good.
Did a great job.
Very good.
Hit a few notes I didn't know she was going for. You never know how the anthem's going to be sang. Could be like Fergie. Could be like Whitney Houston. She was more Whitney than Fergie, but did a great job last night.
A cool, neat story. She's a student in the class that my girlfriend TA's for.
That is one of the best stories I've ever heard.
Cool, neat story.
Cool, neat story.
PJ says, hello, Pirate Radio Live gang and all of Pirate Nation. Welcome all newly signed Pirates. Eric says, hope we're doing great on this signing day. Thank you, Eric. Hope you are as well. Colin said, new listener, loving the broadcast. Seems fake. I don't know. He has exclamation points. You think he's really a new listener that's that excited?
Yeah, he could be.
Seems like a plant to me. I don't know. But thank you, Colin. I appreciate it.
Welcome in.
Come on in. Stay a while. 3 hours, in fact. All right. I was in Minges for 2+ hours last night as East Carolina lost to UNCW. That was an ugly one. Shout out to me for knowing that line was absolutely ridiculous. Yeah. East Carolina -6.5. This is the second disrespectful line I've seen for UNCW. They were 24.5 at Kansas. I was like, they're not going to win that game. That's way too many points. They ended up losing by 18 after being down by 5.5. And then last night, I was like, something funky's going on. We talked to Brant Wilkerson, who covers UNCW. They have one injury, but I thought he was going to tell me, yeah, we've got a couple guys out. This team is not that good. But when I asked him about the line, he was like, yeah, I'm surprised. Like, this should be pick 'em, no more than 3 points either way. So, yeah, UNCW came into Minges last year, took a L. This year they go home, they get their W back in their name with a win over East Carolina last night. Heard from Mike Schwartz, heard from Takeo Siddle. Let's hear what Mike Schwartz had to say, Shirley, after the Pirate loss to the Seahawks.
Like I told our guys in the locker room, we got our butt kicked. And we have to look up and look in the mirror and say, we got our butt kicked tonight. They came in here and they played better than us. Give all the credit to them, their coaching staff, their players. We didn't do what we set out to do and what we believed we were going to do based on our preparation. The last 2 days of prep have been really good prep, and actually we thought we had our best shoot-around of the year today. The coaching staff, players, I mean, it just didn't happen. And I have some reasons in my head that I believe in terms of what was going on between the lines, but I give UNC Wilmington, Coach Siddle, their players, all the credit, and we deserve none because we didn't do what we had to do to have a chance to win this game. We were fortunate to cut it to a 2-possession game in the second half. We made some adjustments with our defense, and it got us there. But you dig yourself a hole like that, and that's a good ball club. That's a really good team, and they responded.
All right. First time we've got into the territory of the great week of practice in football. We had a great week. Mike Short, the best shoot-around we've had all year.
Was watching a ton of film, apparently.
Yeah.
They were.
According to Jarrett. Sorry if Jarrett led people astray yesterday.
I was disappointed probably more than anybody else because I don't normally go with ECU Sports saying I'm very confident in this game.
Usually not a winning proposition. But Mike Schwartz saying, they look great at shoot around. Also, he said, I've got some ideas on what happened between the lines. What is that? Why would he say that? What does that mean?
I don't know.
There's like something else going on we don't know about?
It is finals week.
For who? Us or UNCW? Or both?
I guess everybody. I mean, it is
yeah,
for
okay.
both.
So that's not anything.
Okay.
So what's next? Somebody's girlfriend break up with somebody?
Could be.
We got to worry about those things.
Seasonal depression.
But again, is UNCW, maybe the weather's nicer in Wilmington?
Yeah.
Let me check the weather.
Indoor sport. But it could affect the mood,
Do we have an outdoor basketball facility? And if not, should we build one?
We should definitely build one.
I mean, we got basketball courts on campus.
Okay. It's 51 in Wilmington. Actually, 49. So,
what's it feel like, though?
That's a great question. Feels like Carolina.
What time zone are they in?
What time was the game last night? So, yeah, I don't understand that, which I guess I'm not supposed to. He kept it to himself, the reasons things went on between the lines. Can we hear Takeo Siddle real quick? Because I got to break this down, too. Here is the UNCW coach after the game.
I thought we were the tougher team. We talked about that, being the tougher team, being the more physical team, just being imposing. That's something we've been talking about for a while now, and we knew we would get their best punch. We knew they would keep fighting. But I thought as the game went on, I thought we got a little bit stronger throughout the game, and when they made their run, we responded the right way as a team, and I think that was the key to the game.
Okay, real quick. Is he a 68-year-old fat white guy or a 38-year-old?
When he started talking, I was like, are we sure that this is where's the ventriloquist guy? Who's controlling him?
Shirley, hit the tougher team part.
I thought we were the tougher team.
Tougher team. Well, dag damn, man. All right, then. I thought we were the
call in and air your underwear.
He sounds like a fifth quarter caller. thought we were the tougher team. Wait, is he Zier guy?
Dang.
Hit tougher team and Zier again.
Zier.
Tougher team.
I thought we were the tougher team.
Man, is he on?
They could be related.
Is he on the Blue Collar Comedy Tour?
Is he opening for Jeff Foxworthy?
Is he Larry the Cable Guy?
We might be the tougher team.
If you out-rebound your opponent 38-24, you might be the tougher team.
That's not a good way to treat your listeners.
I was shocked here, and Siddle's been around a while. I guess I've just never heard him speak. My dad even commented last night, like seems like a pretty laid-back guy, and then you hear him in the post game. He sounds like you went and bought a glass bottle of Pepsi and a nab at the corner store. Well,
put the peanuts in the Coke.
Yeah,
I thought we were the tougher team.
Good luck tonight at your game. I'll be. I got a tractor pull at 7. I hope to get there.
Who's gonna feed them hogs?
I might get there, but Jesse's come down with the croup, and Donna and Rex are having trouble again. She's been staying at the house with us, and yeah, old Jed, he wrecked a Ford. Guy down at the dealership, trying to get him another one, get him a replacement. I reckon we're gonna have another freeze tonight. But I just hope we're the tougher team. Pass me that wheat straw so I can put it in my mouth and chew it. KO Siddle. Man. They were the tougher team.
Yeah.
Thing that happened last night, rough night for RJ.
Yeah.
He's our guy, and we need him every night. He didn't have it last night. I'm not going to hold that against him. He's put in enough energy, effort, production into the Pirate box for me that I don't think I'll ever criticize RJ Felton, because I know he gives it 100 every night. Had slippery hands last night. Couldn't hold on to the ball.
Yeah,
Just a weird night for RJ.
Nobody could.
Yeah.
That's another thing Mike Schwartz talked about was unforced turnovers. That really killed him.
Yeah. A lot of just like
a lot of ugly basketball.
Pass from a guard to a guard and it goes out of bounds.
Yeah.
Like,
It was a lot of basketball that looked similar to pickup basketball at your local YMCA last night.
at times it does seem like we get lost on offense and we settle for a Cam Hayes 3 with 4 seconds left or something.
Who, by the way, did not play a lot.
So he had a moment. As a fan, I'm a fan. I'm sorry, Dad. I heard you say it too behind me. I think he missed 2 free throws. We got the offensive rebound. He forced up a weird 3 and got blocked. And we were both like, get him out of the game. It's just one of those reactionary things. I like Cam, obviously.
You are terrible.
But I guess Mike Schwartz agreed, and I don't think he played much after that little sequence.
Yeah, no, I think he got taken out with about 15 minutes left in the game. So, yeah.
So I didn't see a whole lot of him last night. Colin is a friend of a staff member. Okay, so it is kind of an inside job. But hey, look, I appreciate you being here. Elliot said he watched the game on ESPN Plus. The announcer said about 100 times how taller UNCW was compared to us. We've got some tall guys. They just don't do much when they go in the game.
Yeah. You're going to hear that a lot this season, though.
Yeah, we're going to struggle on size. CJ Walker is going to play a lot of center, and it's 6'8", as he's listed. He's not
a 5 defensively, which is another thing Mike Schwartz hit on.
Will said UNCW figured out if they made us actually shoot the basketball, we would be in trouble. Will says Siddle is afraid to get in the water down here, and he's going to talk about being tough. I don't know that reference.
What?
Has he said he doesn't get in the water or something?
What a weird thing to say.
Because last night he had a tougher team.
I thought we were a tougher team.
They were cowboy tough last night. I thought it was weird he fired up a Marlboro with 5 minutes left to go. And had a dip in and was spitting in a cup at the same time.
I would probably put on some UNCW gear if he did that.
Hey, don't steal John David Baker's bit. Jamie said, I thought you had the wrong clip. Does this guy look like a basketball coach? He looks like one. He just doesn't sound like one.
No.
Sounds like he runs the last full service gas station in Eastern North Carolina. You pull up, he'll check your wiper fluid and pump your gas for you.
Clean your glass.
Check the oil. He'll hand clean, buddy. Hand clean the glass. Johnny Stats has a stat to consider.
The stats to consider.
RJ is amazing, but UNCW is his kryptonite. Wow. 3 career games against the Seahawks. He has not made a three-pointer, never scored more than 7 points, and has never scored. All right, I'm just going to read it as it is. In 3 career games against the Seahawks, he's never made a three-point shot, never scored more than 7 points, and has never scored more than 7 points.
Wow.
Also,
yeah,
he's never scored more than 7.
Whoa!
Has he scored more than 7 points?
I don't think so. I was unaware of that. That's a stat I wish I'd have known heading into last night's game.
Yeah, somebody told me last night he's got 30-some consecutive double-digit games, and the last one was UNCW.
Yeah, so at halftime, one of the smoking buddies was like, when's the last time RJ had 0 in the first half? And I said, maybe when he was 8. But, even when he was 8, he was probably the best player. You think he's ever had a game where he had 0 in the first half? Just one of them nights. I tell you what, y'all might think I'm crazy, and you might be right, but I bet he balls out against South Carolina. He's from South Carolina. 2 years ago, when they played a neutral site game in South Carolina against South Carolina, he had a big game. I think he's going to have a good one.
Yeah, I think even if we don't win, it'll be close towards the end.
I agree. I think they play much better against. When is that game?
Saturday.
I think this season is going to be an opposite of last year because we got the win against UNCW and Minges, but UNCW knocked off a Power 4 conference team.
An SEC team on the road.
Yes.
Now we're about to do the same thing.
We lost in Minges last night, and
Alex,
now we're about to go beat an SEC team on the road.
Can I just say what you just did was good radioing right there, tying those things together.
Thank you.
That was good stuff. Next game, we're going to be underdogs at an SEC team, and we're going to win outright, just like UNCW did. I like how you put that together.
I'm not allowed to bet.
I am.
Some would say it's a good idea.
So after the bowl game, you'll be able to.
I don't know, maybe.
Who
Not
would
right
stop
now, though.
you? Your girlfriend or your parents?
I mean, you graduate next Friday.
I'm not going to say I'm going to bet on the radio.
I didn't say you were. I'm saying, would you be allowed to?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
I'd be allowed to.
Thank you. Oh, boy. Look, he just walked in. Look at this guy.
I know he owns a ton of shirts. Ken Watlington is in the building.
I bet he's got on 7 shirts, and they're all UNCW. Take that shirt off. Okay. And then he's got another one on.
Honky chick.
Honky chick. My mom.
He's got socks, too.
Red, honky.
He's so full of
teal
himself. Good
shoes.
Lord.
That's too much. My mom had a big night last night, so she wanted to meet Jarrett, and I understand she did.
Yeah.
I asked her, have you met Alex Harper? And she said no. And I said, I'll bring him up. She's like, all right, yeah, tell him to come up. I'll meet him.
Oh.
So, all right, so hold on. So before Alex gets there, I walk in back from halftime. Ken Watlington is talking to my parents, my mom and dad, huge Ken Watlington fans. Ken Watlington has a lot of fans in that age group. That's usually his demographic. But they're talking to Ken. They like Ken.
I smash anybody's grandma.
Alex, okay. That was inappropriate.
That
man.
was not me.
That was you. So I walk up. My parents are talking to Ken. I had a little surprise for Mom. I saw Rajay. I saw my guy at halftime. I was like, Rajay,
My God!
I ain't asked you for much. Can you do me one favor before you leave Greenville? Can you please come meet my mom? Because when I said, have you met Alex Harper? She said no. Chandler said, have you met Rajay? And she said, is he here? And Chandler's like, I'm just kidding. But then I saw Rajay. I was like, Rajay, can you just follow me up here? Just meet my mom real quick. So we walk up. My mom goes, oh, my God. Oh, my God. My guy. They talk, gets her picture taken, all that, makes my mom's night. And then a little later, Alex comes up. Now, before Alex walked up, I said, hey, there's Alec Burleson. And he sat like a few rows kind of in front and to the side. And so we started talking about Burley a little bit. So Alex Harper comes up. My mom, hey, nice to meet you.
It's so nice to meet you.
And then she said,
how is St. Louis?
No, she said, how about Cliff getting married? That's exciting, huh?
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, why does Alex care?
I was like, I mean, cool, man.
Good for him.
Cool, neat story. But I mean, yeah, good
cool,
for him.
Neat story.
And then eventually, I don't know if she said something else, but Alex goes, you know I play football, right?
I said that because she asked me, she said, how is St. Louis?
She did say that.
Yes. She was like, so how is St. Louis? I mean, I was like,
I hear it's cold.
Well, I've never been. I'm sure it's nice though. I play football here. Do you think I'm Alec Burleson? She's like, oh, I'm so sorry. And then didn't ask me another question. I was like, this is nice.
Look, she had already talked to Ken.
It was a 2-question question.
She had met Ken or talked to Ken. She had met Rajay. Her big night was kind of over.
I will say this, Mrs. Brock and Mr. Brock, it was a pleasure to meet you both.
She did say like, well, I wish you the best of luck too. Like, I know you're not Alec Burleson, but
yeah,
you know, good luck in your life. So my mom had a big night. But thank you, Rajay, for doing that. I appreciate it, man. You made her night. She was very happy she met you.
Oh, my God.
What's up? All right, I've got something else, and I'll save it for Ken because he'll be good to get in on this discussion. Let's take a break. We'll come back, continue on. Ken Watlington, The Seahawk Man joining us. Elliot says, Clip, was the game sold out last night? Oh my God.
Nope.
I'll answer that question and have more thoughts on that when we return after this.
Looking for a way to kick off the holiday season? Join us for Greenville Gives this Friday, December 6th from 4:30 until 7:30 p.m. at the 5 Points Plaza in downtown Greenville. We'll have a festive holiday market, crafts, photo booth, visits with Santa, free hot chocolate, live performances, and even a holiday story reading. It's a night full of fun for the whole family and a chance to give back to our amazing community. It's Greenville Gives this Friday night, brought to you by the City of Greenville and the Downtown Greenville Partnership.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in the NC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kids Scene.
Y'all come get bucked up.
The price is always right at Doug Henry of Greenville. Doug Henry of Greenville is under new management with over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily. Doug Henry is easy to find on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive and always online at DougHenryGreenville.com. Come on down and purchase the vehicle of your dreams today at Doug Henry of Greenville. Right on the corner, right on the price. Doug Henry of Greenville. Go Pirates!
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates.
This is Dr. Hasty from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as a walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates.
I'm Sam Jones, and as a fourth-generation barbecue man, family is everything. Let our take-and-bake meal be a part of your family's holiday family tradition this year, with whole smoked turkey breast, mac and cheese, baked beans, green bean casserole, muffins, barbecue sauce, and of course, pecan pie. Go to samjonesbarbecue.com to reserve yours today. Great barbecue and family always makes for long-lasting family traditions.
Ahoy, mateys! It's Captain Jack Spare of R&R Tire Express. We're here to serve our pirate community by offering easy payments for easy ownership. For you landlubbers, R&R will install a new set of tires for just $20. $50 installs new custom wheels and tires. To learn more about R&R, stop by 3920 US 264 or rnrtires.com.
'Tis the season. It's Lindsay Gray with Carolina Caliber. Holiday cheer is here along with our biggest sale of the year. The unbeatable Black Friday markdowns are ones you don't want to miss. With the largest selection of firearms and accessories in Eastern NC, you'll find exceptional deals on tons of brands including Springfield, Benelli, Smith & Wesson, Browning, Sig Sauer, Bergara, Henry, Beretta, Ruger, Glock, Federal, Hornady, Winchester, and the list goes on. Come find the perfect gift at Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
This is Chris Johnson, CJ2K. You listen to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Pirate Water. Get ready to party, pirates. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find your new treasure. 21 and older only. Pirate Water. Why be yourself when you can be a pirate? Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. United Bank, safe, sound, secure since 1839. Now more than ever, trust is the foundation of any successful relationship. And with local bankers you know and trust, it's no wonder businesses and individuals throughout North Carolina continue to choose United Bank. Bankwithunited.com. Member FDIC. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Wednesday. We ended last segment. Oh, by the way, we're opening up the treasure chest at the end of this segment. Not to drop a bomb on you, but we're opening up the treasure chest at the end of this segment. Boom, boom, boom. Now let me say well. Okay, that reminds me of something that we'll talk about in a moment. So we'll open it up twice, coming up once in hour 1 and then again in hour number 3. I will go ahead and introduce the Seahawk in the room. Ken Watlington is among us. Hello, Ken.
It's a great day to be a Seahawk, Clip.
Ken, I'm going to give you credit. You are a classy gent. Last year, we did some content.
Some
with
tomfoolery.
You. Yeah, where I called you. We had you on video and video of my call. I told you UNCW sucked. My only regret, I thought about this while I was leaving the parking lot at Minji's, is I didn't call you as the clock was hitting 0 and said, Ken, we suck. Like, to reverse it.
That'd have been good. Yeah.
But, like, you didn't rub it in my face at all.
And it wasn't for lack of, like, trying to think of something good. I was so excited and went down to the floor, talked to some people from Wilmington I hadn't seen in a while and kind of got caught.
You got a picture with a guy that lost part of his tooth?
Met up with Kamari McGriff, who chipped both of his 2 front teeth, diving for a loose ball. Wow. I didn't really know what happened.
I thought they were looking for a contact. Was this around their bench?
Yeah.
I remember that little part of the game.
Where I was sitting, I didn't know that happened. And he comes up and it's like, oh, man.
That happened last night?
Yeah. Like, I saw him Saturday after the game. I was like, you did not look like this 4 days ago. What? Yeah, it happened. I was like, holy crap.
Yeah. But, hey, basketball is a physical sport there, Alex.
I did not.
Well, as you heard Takeo Siddle say, they had the tougher team.
No, he didn't say that. He said, we had the tougher team.
You know what he sounds like to me?
I thought we were the tougher team.
What's that?
He sounds like a winner.
Winner.
Do you know where he's from?
I looked it up, and I don't remember.
Rockingham County.
Okay.
Just between Greensboro and Danville,
So he
Virginia.
gets it honest. So he got it from his daddy.
He's from the country. Went to Moorhead High School there in Eden. Went and played his college basketball at Gardner-Webb and the Running Bulldogs.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah.
I thought we were the tougher team.
Tougher team?
Siddle was the point guard of that Gardner-Webb team that went up to Kentucky like 20 years ago and won at Rupp Arena. And then last year, as the coach,
he owns Rupp Arena.
Tell you.
Did you hear Alex's?
I did, and I thought it was cute that you guys were equating the same thing as going to South Carolina and going to Rupp Arena.
All I heard there was you thought we were cute, so thank you. Appreciate that. I said SEC, bro.
That's
Last time I checked, they're in the same league.
They are. And they might be a better football team. They might sneak in the playoffs. No?
We'll get to that in a moment.
Playoffs?
Thank you, Jim.
South Carolina might be the best team in North Carolina in football.
That's nuts.
All right. Jamie says, why can't we have internet issues during Ken's segment? Of all the times things are running smooth.
Crystal clear, high definition video feed. Sounds great on the
4K.
radio.
Yeah. Elliot said, Clip, was the game sold out last night? Elliot, no. All I asked for is that my funeral was more lively than Minji's Coliseum was last night. Good grief. It is dead.
What was the announced attendance? A little over 4,500, something like that?
It was 4,515.
Yeah.
Man. And I don't know what it is. Like, first of all, the team doesn't give us a ton to get excited about. But even in, like, moments when we're in the game, I just feel like, I don't know. Maybe we have, like, a football crowd. I don't think people care about basketball, I guess, the way they do other sports and at other places.
But you would think in this state.
One would think.
That is how you grow up, right?
Especially, like, this is our best start in a while.
Yeah.
7-1. A regional opponent coming in.
But I don't know. People don't care. I care. I was excited. I said Jay Shane at least 12 times last night. Love Jay Shane. And I was thought Zach might be here. I give Zach all the credit. I mean, he tries. He was pump-up guy. He stood the whole game trying to get people up, and nobody would really. We went on that one little run.
Yeah, when they cut it to 5 there in the second half, I'm like, uh-oh, here it goes.
My dad said, is Ken leaving?
I was there with a couple of friends and way up top in Brian Bailey's seats, actually, while he's out on vacation, but whatever. It was 8-2 early. That was the score. And I looked at my friends like, I'm about ready to beat the traffic. Let's get out of here.
Jamie said, Ken, looking more confident as a sports fan he ever has. He'll be off the UNCW train by the end of the season.
Yeah, when we lose by double digits to Marshall at home or something on Saturday.
It's going to happen.
I'll be back
out. All right, couple other things. We'll get back to the game in a moment, but I wanted to hit this first segment. So it's interesting, especially in today's political climate, like how people will hate all of one certain thing. I hate all Republicans. I hate all Democrats. If there's a guy on your team that you root for that is a different religion than you, do you hate him? I mean, there's like a million religions, so I don't care who you vote for, your religion, what you do. You know, if you're on my team, I'm gonna root for you. If you're a decent human being, I got no problem with you, and in fact, I like you. But something happened today, and I'm wondering how I would feel if this came out about a Pirate or a Commander or a Brave or a Hornet or a Hurricane. NC State quarterback C.J. Bailey does not like Bojangles. Like, how are the folks in Raleigh going to handle that?
Where's he from?
I'll look it up.
That's not a good way to treat your listeners.
How, like, no matter where you're from, it's chicken. Like, you don't like chicken?
What's in the box? What's in the box?
He is from Florida. He went to high school in Florida.
All right. So what's he like down in Florida then? It's
Gator.
Well, probably Popeyes, maybe
sausage.
churches. I don't know what they got down there.
You know, how do you, Alex? You're not saying much. Are you not? If you say you don't like Bojangles,
No, I love Bojangles. I'm looking at this from a totally different angle. I think everyone's judging him for not liking Bojangles. I'm judging him for not being PR trained.
Right. Yeah.
Like lie.
Yeah.
Don't say that.
And go get that bow bag.
Like
and,
yeah.
Aren't they like a big sponsor for state?
Yeah, like pretty much every school like in the state. I mean, they try to get themselves in there, dip their toes in there. Yeah, I love some chicken supremes. Let's do something.
I didn't even think of it from that angle. He just missed out on an NIL deal.
Yeah.
And you made your fans mad.
Jersey guy, Brett. Any thoughts on Southern food, Bojangles in particular?
Bojangles is pretty good. I used to hate it, and then I got it again, and it grew on me a lot.
C.J. Bailey, say that. That's all you got to say. I don't know. I think this is a tough move for a player playing football in the South.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
On the flip side, a state's rival, North Carolina, was it Sam Howell a couple of years ago said he's
just a weirdo.
It was something that he just didn't eat, and it was like a basic
like burgers, I believe.
All eat is grilled chicken. Like that's it.
Yeah, he doesn't like ground beef. And then Will Levis is weird too, right?
Yeah,
he's put mayonnaise in the coffee. Yeah,
that guy
loves it.
I just found that interesting. I thought that was an interesting quote I saw today.
Put mayonnaise in your coffee, lose to Washington by 23.
Commanders are back.
Do you think these guys say this just to like grab headlines? Yeah. Seeking attention because their play isn't getting them headlines?
I don't know. I think somebody said, do you like Bojangles? And he said no. I don't think he woke up like I'm about to.
I'm going to announce I'm not transferring and I hate Bojangles.
Ryan said it's a sin if he's from North Carolina. Put the seasoned fries in the bag.
Put the fries in the bag.
Jerry says, everybody loves burgers. Thank you.
Cheese ball.
Bram Anderson.
By the way, when was the last time a fries in the bag segment has been done?
Yeah, we hadn't done it in a while.
I would like to participate in one. It doesn't have to be right now, but
it became like the same people every week.
And everybody got fired. Yeah. Everybody got put in the bag. It was like Robert Salah,
Luke Getsy,
dude for the Bears. Like everybody we talked about got the axe. And they're like, we just stopped making fries.
Well, maybe the segment worked.
It did.
They were paying attention.
It worked.
Results.
I mean, Mike Houston.
That was the originator.
Yeah, that's right.
How about this too? And as we talk about, Bojangles, instead of doing the top North Carolina football teams, let's do the top North Carolina fast food franchises. Because you got a bunch right here that started in North Carolina, including one that started here in Greenville.
Who's sponsoring us at Pirate Radio? Let me get that list and then we'll do it.
All right. So it might take a while to get back to
Yeah, we'll get back to you on
Let's
that
talk about our local favorites.
Tiebreakers.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Overtime is pretty good.
I hadn't been there yet.
It is very good. Good
It
times.
was pretty good about 5 seconds ago. What changed?
Just remembering everything I've gotten.
Got better.
Pike went to 5th Street Hardware before the game last night.
Those sliders they bring are pretty nice.
Yeah, they got some good food there as well.
I like the Sunday brunch.
Jamie says soggy Bojangles fries are a problem. Brad said soggy Bojangles fries are best drenched in honey mustard. So there you go. I just found that interesting from State quarterback C.J. Bailey. Congratulations to your Seahawks, Ken.
Thanks. It's good to win.
Yeah.
It's especially in a game that I can drive 2 miles and go to sleep. Don't have to travel.
I don't think they're great.
No, they play hard.
They're fine.
Yeah, and you talk about their size.
That one dude was a problem.
Yeah, and Takeo Siddle, God bless him.
Hey, man. A good boy.
He made a conscious effort in the portal to go get guys who were a little bit bigger to compete because they were getting bullied at the end of the last season against teams like Towson and Hofstra and College of Charleston. So he went, and even the guards are 6'5", 6'6", 6'7".
Well, I mean, you look out on the prairie, there's always an alpha bull out there.
That's right.
And
I thought we were the tougher team.
You got to find that alpha bull. You put that alpha bull in the ring with the rest of the bulls, they become more like the alpha than they were previously.
Get the horns.
That's right. Damn Skippy. Let's open up the treasure chest. Can we do that, Shirley Rhodes? Because I want Ken Wadlington to read our prize and talk to our winner today. People love you, Ken.
Unless it's your mom.
My mom loves you. She just loves Rajay Harris way.
She stopped talking to me real quick.
Like y'all aren't even in the same sentence.
It's
the
okay,
same
Ken.
stratosphere.
She thought I was Alec
No,
Burleson.
different person from a different sport. Yeah.
Both of y'all got the back seat to Rajay.
She thought I was Ken Jennings from Jeopardy.
317-1250. We're opening it up again. We've got 4 winners, and we've got 33 more winners coming up this December. And we'll make one of you a winner right now, 317-1250. We'll open up the treasure chest and have more with K-Dub, Ken Wadlington, Jared Watkins, Alex Harper, Brett, Shirley Rhodes. Back with you after this.
It's back. The annual Pirate Radio Holiday Treasure Chest is back. The chest is loaded with fabulous prizes from our fantastic sponsors. Tune into Pirate Radio Live weekdays 3 to 6 p.m. and you could win this.
A prize pack and a gift card from UBE, a $450 teeth whitening kit from Michaels & Gakely, or a $100 gift card to Chico's.
It's going to be a December to remember on Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
How much America's in a can of 4 Loco USA? Take a pro wrestler, give him apple pie picks, bald eagle biceps, fists of 4-wheel drive, and legs made of drones. Then add even more America. More America. More Loco USA. Tastes like real love.
When you're working outdoors, unpredictability is the norm. So tackle your toughest jobs with the 2025 Honda Pioneer 700. This rugged side-by-side brings power to any party with reliable torque for towing and smooth shifting for the trails. And you can choose between 3 trims, Standard, Deluxe, or the True Timber Forest Edition. Get greater capability. See the 2025 Honda Pioneer 700 today at Ron Ayers Motorsports, Highway 11, north of the airport in Greenville. For your safety, read the owner's manual, wear a helmet, eye protection, closed side nets and doors, and always wear seatbelts. Honda side-by-sides are for riders 16 and older.
This is Talbot Green with Integrity Home Mortgage. Are you ready and pre-approved if the home you want to purchase comes for sale today? This is a very important step when trying to purchase a home in the current market. Integrity Home Mortgage offers a wide variety of loan programs. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joe M. Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with the superior customer service you deserve.
To get started, call me, Braxton Green, at 526-8260.
Braxton Green
2023 NMLS 2223878. For informational purposes only, Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender. NMLS 208516.
The Rick House is Eastern North Carolina's premier American-styled restaurant and bar, and there's always something special happening at the Rick House. Join us for lunch. It's our 2 for $20 lunch special during the week, and it's the perfect spot for that lunch business meeting. The Rick House celebrates the last Thursday of every month with a special wine tasting, and our buffet brunch is to die for. Follow the Rick House on Facebook for the latest schedule. The Rick House, American Provisions and Spirits, 710 Red Banks Road beside the bowling alley in Greenville. The Rick House.
This Christmas, let UBE help Santa fill the sleigh with purple and gold. UBE and PirateWear.com has everything an ECU fan could want, from warm pirate hoodies, crews, and jackets to ECU wall hangings and ornaments. UBE and PirateWear.com also has the largest selection of apparel, gifts, and stocking stuffers for your little pirates. UBE and PirateWear.com has the largest selection of ECU merchandise, and they're your one-stop shop for everything on your Christmas list. Happy holidays from UBE and PirateWear.com.
Bring your favorite styles home for the holidays from Bostic Sugg Furniture. Make your home holiday ready. We have just what you need to spruce things up and add some sparkle this season. Surround yourself in comfort and style with holiday savings store-wide on Bassett, Lazy Boy, Serta, and more. Save up to 70% off closeouts plus 6 months special financing. Gift yourself the perfect home this holiday season during Bostic Sugg Furniture's Home for the Holidays.
Saturdays are your day to kick back, relax, and have fun. That's why Ottavola Market Cafe is the perfect place to go for dinner, drinks, and takeout. Ottavola is open every Saturday at 4 p.m. on the bar side, serving a special selection of menu favorites of appetizers, pastas, and specialty pizzas. Whether it's dine-in, takeout, or drinks with friends, Ottavola is the best choice every Saturday starting at 4 o'clock. Visit OttavolaMarket.com to see what's new, and visit Ottavola on Red Banks Road every Saturday starting at 4. Ottavola, Pirates supporting Pirates.
Pirate Radio, where the heart of Greenville lives. We are the voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Pirate Water. Get ready to party, pirates. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find your new treasure. 21 and older only. Pirate Water. Why be yourself when you can be a pirate? Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of pirates in eastern North Carolina, and they're open from noon until 2 a.m. 7 days a week with live music every night. And, of course, coming up on Thursday, you can enjoy a little singo. They also do karaoke on Thursday nights. And then on Friday, it'll be the JP Guns Band performing. And then on Saturday, it'll be Beretti performing. Both acts will take the stage at 10 p.m. And ladies, as always, you get in free all weekend long. And the Buck has your Sunday Fun Day covered as well. Every Sunday, you can kick off the day with the largest 4K screen in Greenville, along with 18 TVs, so you don't miss a game, and a weekly jersey giveaway starting at 5 o'clock. Score every Sunday at the Buck. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Full house today. Shirley Rhodes, met Brett, A-Harp. Good to see A-Harp back around. Enjoyed seeing you here, man.
It's good being here. I missed it.
We got J-Dub, Jarrett Watkins, and K-Dub, Ken Watlington. The W stands for winner. As UNCW takes down East Carolina last night in Minges. And we have another winner joining us on the Big Rock Power Sports Live line. Called his shot. Got to give him credit. He puts in the work. He earns his treasure chest wins. Because he has called a lot of times already this week. But Steve Hill found a way in, and he once again is a treasure chest winner. Hello, Steve. Oh, no.
All right.
Oh, no.
Steve.
What do we do now? No, we got to. He'll call back. Open up a line, Shirley, and he'll call back in. That could be, if he doesn't, though, we may have to open it back up. Oh, Steve. Nothing would, he'd disown Pirate Radio if that were to happen. We'll see if we can get him back on the phone. I think we're getting them right now. So we'll hold on. Oh, I need my list. Actually, I might have Shirley run down the list of prizes today. Steve, you with us?
Hey, Clip.
Wow, that was scary, man.
Yeah, listen, man, I almost had a heart attack.
You are the rightful winner. Congratulations. Do you know how many times you've won in the treasure chest?
It's in the mid-teens. It's been a long time.
The mid what?
Teens, like 13, 14, somewhere around there.
So you win pretty much every year.
Yeah, I've been calling since you were interning, and then for that. So.
He is a lifer here at Pirate Radio. Man, all right, so well-deserved. Steve, what do you want people to know about you?
Well, two-time alum of ECU, fellow Commanders fan. We actually have something to cheer about this year. And like I said, I've been listening to Pirate Radio and you guys for a long time.
All right, Shirley, do you have the list of prizes? Because I don't have it in front of me.
I do, but can you remind me what I know we gave away?
All right, Tommy Cook was the winner of the 2-night stay at the Beaufort Hotel.
Yep.
We've got Josh Aldridge, who won a prize.
It was the paddleboard.
Paddleboard.
Yep.
Mick Ultra.
And then
Carolina Eagle Distributing.
We had the prize pack from Big Rock Power Sports yesterday.
Yes,
Who won that?
That was Tom Heath.
Thomas Heath.
And then we also had Jeff Dover. Nope, Tom won the Kairos
and then
salt therapy.
Jeff Dover won the prize pack and Polaris cooler.
Jeff Dover
Big Rock
won the Big Rock prize pack. So there we go. That is what has been given away to this point.
Okay, hold on. I got to find the K-Ross thing here. Okay, and that was Thomas Heath, right?
Correct.
Okay, I didn't make that notation yesterday, so okay. All right, we can do it.
All right, run them down.
You want me to do the whole thing?
Yep.
Okay, all right. $100 gift card to Fifth Street Hardware, a 6-piece belt and buckle set, including the Jolly Roger from Ants and Belts, a $100 gift card from Bad Daddy's Burger Bar, $200 gift card to Bostic Sugg Furniture, an Aiden Golf Course prize pack and Farm Bureau apparel from Brandon Manning, Keaton Mitchell jersey and gift cards from the Buck, beer pong table, prize pack and natural light cooler from Carolina Eagle, Mick Ultra golf bag from Carolina Eagle, $100 gift card to Chico's, a gift basket and gift card from Cooper's Cup Coffee, an iPad from Copy Pro, $100 gift card to Cucinella's Pizza, $100 gift card to Dank Burrito, 4 basketball tickets, parking pass, and T-shirts from David Price Construction, a $100 gift card to Down on Main Street, a 10-game ticket pack and hat from Down East Bird Dogs, $100 gift card to Fleet Feet, IMAX ticket prize pack and popcorn bucket from Golden Ticket Cinemas, a one-night stay and gift card to the 8th Floor Restaurant, to the Hilton Garden Inn in downtown Greenville, $100 gift card to the Holistic Company, $100 gift card to Jersey Mike's, $100 gift card to Jimmy John's, a teeth whitening kit valued at $450 from Michaels and Gateway, $100 gift card to Emporium, $100 gift card to Overtime Tavern, Smithy Cast Iron Skillet from Pirate Water Outfitters, kayak rental package for 2 from River Vibes, $100 gift card from Russell's of Washington, a framed autographed Parker Bird first at bat from Shenandoah Graphics, $100 straight cash from Sparky Snowballs, $100 gift card and apparel from Tiebreakers, multiple gift cards from Tim Sawyer, and a prize pack and gift card from UBE.
Shirley, your mic cut out about halfway through. Could you run them down again?
No,
I'm kidding. Well done.
I
Well
love
done.
that right in the middle, one of those was just $100 straight cash.
Straight cash.
Straight cash, homie.
All right, well, Steve, I know what you want because you put it in the chat gang on YouTube. You want the iPad.
Well, my kids heard that when you're going down the rundown over, and they're in the car, and they're like, we want an iPad. Problem is there's 4 of them, so I don't know how to cut that thing into 4.
We split it into 4 pieces and let them play with it.
Have many iPads.
All right. Well, let's find out. So, okay.
What did we forget?
Before we do that, I'm going to have Ken Watlington and Steve talk about what the Commanders need to do the rest of the way to make the playoffs.
That's a great question. So, Steve, what are you thinking? How are we feeling going into the bye week? That it's finally here after 13 weeks.
It's definitely needed. Great week to finish off the first part of the season. We got to shore up that run defense, and I think we'll be all right.
All right. Now, were you as scared as I was last week after they went? Was it 28-0 early, and then the Titans kind of crept back into it? You're thinking, oh God, here we go again, because I definitely was ready to turn it off. Like they're going to blow this game.
Oh, yeah, especially when Gonzalez is missing those field goals. But I think a lot of it is due to our terrible turf, you know?
Yeah, that feels awful.
Yeah, it's trash.
Trash. And who's coming up next for us? Is it
Saints?
No, I know that we're off this week, but it's the Saints. Yeah, the schedule's favorable.
Yeah,
got to beat Dallas.
And listen, I would have taken 8-5 at this point.
For sure.
100 times out of 100, you know?
All right, can we quit stalling, guys? I want to get to the prize.
Cliff just went home and came back.
All right, so Ken, here's the deal. I'm going to have you reach in here, pull out a number. That number will coincide with a prize. So you pick the number and read what Steve wins.
Here we go.
He's got the hand in the chest here. He's going for the number.
And the number is...
Pulls it out.
30.
And what is number 30?
30 is a Smithy cast iron skillet from Pirate Water Outfitters.
Very cool.
Yeah, that's all yours, Steve. Congratulations. And
thank you.
Another W in the Pirate Radio treasure chest for Steve Hill.
I'm the Undertaker before Brock Lesnar.
Who will defeat Steve? He has not been defeated by the chest so far. Congrats, Steve, and thanks for all your support over the years, man.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
All right, there is Steve Hill, our latest winner in the 2024 Pirate Radio Treasure Chest. We'll give away another prize coming up in hour number 3 of today's program.
Also, go Commanders.
Yes, sir. Man, usually I'm kind of bummed about an off week, but geez,
they need
14.
Yeah, they need it.
Good grief. This is too late for a bye week in the NFL season.
Right. It's like I feel like we start the playoffs next week.
Have y'all never had a week 14 bye?
It feels way late.
The Raiders always get like week 5 or week 13. Thankfully this year it was in the middle.
Yeah.
Not that it matters.
Raiders get screwed.
I'm not saying we get screwed. It just sucks for as a fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But playing 3 straight months without a week off is tough.
Yeah.
I feel like there shouldn't be bye weeks after Thanksgiving.
Yeah, especially since all 16 played last week.
Figure it out.
All 32.
All right. Ken, anything else? College football playoff.
We got to do our final end of the regular season rankings.
Did you want to do that?
Schools.
Yeah, I guess so. So
it's pretty simple, I think.
Duke are the state champions this year.
All right, I got a graphic I saw on Twitter last night. I mean, X, excuse me.
X. By the way, while you're looking that up, how about all the teams that fired their coaches this year in the state of North Carolina?
Just about
East Carolina, Charlotte, App State, and North Carolina. So that leaves Wake Forest, Duke, and NC State.
Yep.
That did not fire their
Do you
coach.
think there's any chance that NC State fires their coach?
I think they would have done it by now. Yeah, I think
since you beat Carolina.
And he even said that in the presser afterwards. He's like, who cares that we qualified for a bowl? I was hired to beat Carolina. I'm like, well, probably.
So there was
a little more than that.
A real chance if North Carolina would have pulled that out, both Mac Brown and Dave Doran gone after that game.
Yep. Right off into the sunset down I-40 together.
I think Dave Doran will be coaching when we face NC State to open up next season.
And maybe when you face them in the bowl game here in a couple weeks.
Perhaps. What do you got, Ken?
All right, so everybody pretty much agrees Duke's the best team in the state. Everyone probably agreed Charlotte maybe is the worst team in the state. Who do you think, according to this ranking from Fox and R.J. Young, rank the teams 1 through 134? Let's see. Had Duke at 38.
I saw that list, by the way.
Second best team in our state is ranked 55. Who do you think that is?
ECU?
It is.
East Carolina.
That's the one.
Next would be 66 would be Carolina.
Ahead of state.
Ahead of state at 88.
Ooh.
Wake at
ECU
96.
55, State 88.
Oh,
I'll take it.
I left one out, actually. App State at 80, ahead of State and Wake Forest, according to this list from R.J. Young. So they also, fired the coach. But
yeah, no offense if any football players are here right now, but 55 seemed way high to me for ECU.
Also, one real quick thing. If that game against Liberty doesn't get canceled, do they still fire their coach, App State? Because he went 5-6. They didn't play a 12th game.
It's true.
Well, they lose that game to Liberty, so yeah, probably. What if our game got canceled against Liberty?
Does Mike Houston get fired?
What if that game's still going on? It feels like.
What? Alex, should you be in Lynchburg right now?
Dude, I gave up on the possibility of that game being played. I left.
I'm out.
Not going to restart it anytime soon.
And you never played against Charlotte.
Never played against Charlotte.
Nope. Game never happened.
It's a shame. I really wanted to play against Biff Poggi. I wanted to see what he looks like in person.
Apparently, I'm the Biff Poggi of.
You are.
Whatever you said last night.
Jamie said that Ken Watlington is our daddy. So Biff's our football daddy. You are the Biff Poggi of basketball fans.
Yeah.
Why are there sleeves on this? Cut those things off.
My bad, brother.
Ken, thanks for joining us. Thank you for being a classy winner.
You know, that lets you know that we don't win often enough big games to be able to gloat. So I'm just happy we were involved.
Well, you enjoyed
but
your
if we
night.
win 2 in a row, it's over.
There you go. Yeah. Right. Next year's the year. And if you see
baseball, though, we can maybe make a little friendly. And it's a 3-game series, ECU UNCW this year.
Okay.
One home and away, and then a neutral site game in Fayetteville.
If you see Siddle at the corner store, tell him.
I'll tell him.
Tell him I said.
Tell him this guy from Pitt County wants to talk to the guy from Rockingham County.
I hope his daddy doing all right too. I know he's been going through some stuff. Yeah, he'll be doing all right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ken. Check him out. Award-winning Ken Watlington, WNCT Channel 9. We'll take a break. Hour 2, Pirate Radio Live on the way after this.
Pirate Radio Live, head coach of the
What's
ECU
up, Pirate
Volleyball
Nation? Kyle
Pirates,
Gaines here,
Adler
Washington Chrysler Dodge
Augustine,
Jeep Ram in
postseason
Washington, North
volleyball
Carolina.
back.
Want to hop on here?
in
Huge
Minji's
announcement.
Coliseum
We are
for the
starting our
second straight
Wrap It Up
season.
sales
Coach,
event.
welcome
That's
in.
right. We're going to
Congratulations on another
liquidate
great
all
year.
our new inventory, make room for the
I know
25s.
you wanted it to
Have
go a
huge
little
selection of
further
pre-owned
in the
vehicles starting at
conference tournament. We're watching it here
$5,999
in the
and
Pirate
up.
Radio
So remember, we're going to
Studios.
Wrap
I
It Up
believe
sales event
Lost
starting
set
Black
1, won the
Friday
next 2,
all through December.
and then it went
So
to
drive a
the
little,
final
save a
5th
lot.
set.
Go Pirates.
And unable to get that win, but just to be there,
Michaels and Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels and Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels and Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels and Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
Did you know that GUC's utility rates are not only low in the region, but also the state? That's right. When you combine the average electric, water, wastewater, and natural gas into one bill, only people in 2 of the 15 largest cities pay less than GUC customers. Only 2. Low rates and high reliability. Working in the best interest of the community rather than shareholders. That's the value of public utilities. That's the value of GUC.
Get to host.
Okay, you have got to come to the Loose Goose. I mean, right now, come to the Loose Goose, 241 Four Lines Road, Winterville, North Carolina. We are a part of Advanced Moving and Storage. All the cool things that we buy, find, oh my word, you won't believe it. We've got everything from furniture to every kind of household thing that you need except appliances. The Loose Goose. We're open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30, and on Saturdays, 10 till 5. You're going to be so glad you did.
Thursday, Friday, what's the next day?
Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is down on Main Street. Down on Main Street's new weekly lunch specials are here and only for $8.99. Stop by Monday through Friday and enjoy chicken and pastry, spaghetti, meatloaf, hamburger, steak, and everyone's favorite fried shrimp plate. After work, down on Main Street is the perfect spot for dinner and drinks with friends. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
One thing about coaches at East Carolina.
Emporium in downtown Greenville has been serving the best selection of beer in Greenville for over 5 years. And now we are excited to serve up a mouth-watering food menu. Flatbreads, crispy wings, hearty sandwiches, and wraps. And you must check out the signature tops such as loaded cheese or garlic parmesan. Come check out Emporium's new menu along with their selection of over 50 beers on tap. Life is too short to wait in line, so come to Emporium today at 814 Dickinson Avenue. Use code PR20 at checkout for 20%
go
off
here
the
at
shareable
ECU.
food menu.
Here at the Holistic Company, we know that life throws you its fair share of curveballs, like passing that drug test. Congrats. Now you can finally relax, kick back, and, well, light one up. You've earned it. And whether you've had one of those weeks, or maybe your mother-in-law's in town and you're one passive-aggressive comment away from needing a vacation, if this sounds like you, then come visit our team here at the Holistic Company to help you find the perfect products to ease your stress and promote relaxation. Order our products online at theholisticco.com or visit us at 5th and Evans in Greenville or at one of our other 2 locations in Fremont or Smithfield. The Holistic Company.
Craving a delicious burger and a great deal? Then head on over to Bad Daddy's Burger Bar in Greenville. Every Monday, shake things up with $5 hand-shaking cocktails. On Rough Draft Tuesday, enjoy talls for smalls, where bigger drinks are the same price as the smalls. It's Whiny Wednesday with $3 pours of Barefoot wine. Then on Salty Thursdays, sip on a $4 house margarita. And don't miss Bloody Sunday. Enjoy brunch and $5 house Bloody Marys.
I know you're focused
Bad Daddy's
on right
Burger
now
Bar.
and
Great
seeing
food,
everything.
amazing
But
deals,
as
and a
far
whole lot of
as
flavors.
you say,
See you
it's
this
just
week
the
in
machine
Greenville.
going
This
to get
is
better.
Pirate Radio,
What percentage
WGHB
is
Farmville, 1250
traditional high
and 92.7
school?
FM
What
Greenville,
percentage
WDLX
is
Washington,
portal? How would you
930
utilize
and
the portal
104.1
for
FM
volleyball?
Washington.
Yeah, in the past, we haven't too much. We've gotten a couple players for sure, but we haven't gone dive deep into the portal. But every year it's different, right? Now we're losing a ton of seniors. There's at least 7, 8 of them graduating, so we're going to be, it'll be a completely different team. So we might be in the portal a lot heavier to keep it going. So that's one thing the portal does allow is to get experience. There's a lot of great young talent out there, but if you can keep it rolling with a couple of portal players because they have experience, they know what it's like to be on the road and the expectations, so we're going to take that route for sure.
Adler Augustine.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Greenville Utilities Neighbor to Neighbor program provides help for those who need temporary assistance with their utility costs, and you can make a difference. Your tax-deductible donation can be added to your GUC bill each month, or you can make a one-time donation and GUC will match all donations up to $20,000 each year. Consider helping a neighbor with GUC's Neighbor to Neighbor program. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, we're trying to figure out why I'm talking to Adler Augustine right now. We can't figure out why I am doing an interview as I'm talking right now. It's weird, right? But we'll figure it out. Danny Beal joins us. Hey, Danny.
What up?
How you doing?
Doing good.
You going to a college basketball game tonight?
Going to watch the Heels play tonight, man. Yep, got a good ticket for relatively cheap, and let's watch a top 20 matchup. It'd be good.
Alabama and North Carolina tonight at the Dean E. Smith Center.
Obama.
Yeah. And you're just a sports fan. Like you're going by yourself.
I just love ball.
You're just a ball knower.
Dude, I'm actually excited. We were talking about it earlier when I was here before, obviously way before the show. But I like doing stuff by myself. Like I would love to go to like a baseball game by myself and all this stuff. Like I'm actually really pumped to just do my own thing tonight and like go to the game, have my own food, drink my own beer, and then go to home and go to bed. Like I'm pumped. I know I'm an old soul.
Wild night for Danny Beal.
Yeah.
That's not ridiculous.
I know.
That's
like
not
that
ridiculous
too.
to say that.
Yeah. I have a weird thing like Mondays when I have trivia at Da Buck. I enjoy that 20 minutes of me, and usually I just do it in the truck, but I could take the food into the Buck if I wanted to, but I like sitting in my vehicle, eating and listening to a murder podcast.
But it's so peaceful. I mean,
I know
about the murder part, but like everything, it's so peaceful. Like if I want to talk to the guy sitting next to me, I can. If I don't have to. Like I don't have to entertain anybody but myself, and I literally just get to watch basketball and a good game too. Yeah.
So I don't know, man. I'd argue there's not a lot more peaceful than a woman hiring a hitman to kill her husband because he was cheating on her. It just puts me in such a peaceful.
That's pretty.
A real woman would do it herself.
Thank you for saying that.
Good point, Bone.
Not a lot of people say that. Thank you. How we doing with the audio? We good?
Yeah. I don't know, man. I'd argue.
All right, I think we're good. Hey, thank you, Shirley.
Yeah, I think what it was is when we were preparing for the video stuff that there was some sort of glitch, and when we closed it out, it just didn't stop playing.
So some folks got a sneak peek of my interview with Adler Augustine, got that, and the volleyball girls that coming up, which Danny Bill helped produce earlier today.
Sure did.
Also, new edition of the Danny Bill Show
Out
with
today.
Blake Hardigree.
The best.
Yeah,
he is awesome. He's obviously, now that we're both out of him too, but me obviously out of baseball, he's a great mentor of mine, a great friend now, and I said it on Twitter today, or X, whichever, but he is who made the train go. Like, he was the conductor of it all. Like, you see the stuff on the field with the players, Coach Godwin, Coach Palumbo, Coach Knight, but behind the scenes, man, he was an all-star. Like, every single thing, whether it's flights, food, hey, Blake, I need this, it was in your locker or in your hands within 10 minutes, and he's a stud. And
very nice human being.
Loves to talk.
Yeah.
Very nice, and I'm glad people get to hear his story.
And you never know what you'll be asked to do in that position. One day you could be judging a chili cook-off.
It's crazy.
Which the new Blake Hardigree.
Yeah, the new Blake Hardigree had to do with me clipping Holt one day, which was actually kind of funny.
That was. All right. Eric says, I love eating crispy fries and learning which acids can dissolve a body. Exactly.
Put the fries in the bag.
Mike P said, I'll tell anyone, I don't want to be alone. I just want to be left alone. You know what? That's
honestly a really good way to look at it.
That is beautiful. Beautifully said. Because if I went home and nobody was there, I would be crushed, sad, and devastated. But
if they were there and just didn't talk to me, win-win.
Now we're playing ball.
Yeah. I want you to be here, just in a different room.
Yeah. I want to go to my area.
Yeah.
Very well said. Speaking of well said, Chad has another poem for us. He said, I called the number to try to win. But alas, I was caller 3 and 10. Of course, getting through does feel good, but not as good as winning would. Chad.
Pretty good, man.
Yeah, he's good at these I lose the treasure chest poems, which I hope he keeps losing so we can get these great poems every day. All right, DB, did you go to Minji's last night?
I didn't. I had a lesson booked late at Young's, and I didn't get a chance to, but I did watch.
You said you almost thought about canceling that lesson just because you were excited about the game.
I wanted to go to the game, but no, I didn't. I did the right thing. I went to the lesson, helped some guys out, but I did watch last 2 minutes of the first half and the entire second half. So,
the baseball equivalent to a starter not having his stuff. Football equivalent to a quarterback having an off day. But if the Pirates are going to win, we need R.J. Felton to be great.
Absolutely.
And he had an off night, and the Pirates lost.
It happens.
Yeah, and it doesn't happen a lot. In fact, it's the first time it's happened this year, and it probably won't happen many more times, if any times. But just had an off night, and ECU got a deficit. I knew we'd go on a run, but it was not as big a run as I would hope. UNCW calls the timeout when we cut it to 5. Never got any closer. So
I also think that, again, I wasn't in the building, so I can't attest to it as much as I'm probably going to sound right now, but Minji's did not sound
it was dead.
As well as we have seen in the past and as we probably could have, and made it sound like it was going to be going into last night. But I don't know. It's hard to get going when we just cannot buy a bucket. You know
it's a chicken and egg thing. Yeah. If the crowd was more into it, would we have made more buckets? If we'd have made more buckets, the crowd would have been more into it. So it's a what comes first type of situation. Yeah. Pirates lose. Up next, South Carolina. I expect a much better effort. I expect it to be a 3-point ball game one way or the other at the under 4 timeout. I expect it to be a close game. A, South Carolina's not good.
Yeah, I was about to say, aren't they not good this year?
B, we beat them 2 years ago, had them on the ropes last year. RJ, going back to his home state, is going to have a good game. So
especially coming off a bad game. He's going to want to get hot.
Yeah, if you can get those player props on RJ, hit him up for the next game. All right, college football playoff, Danny. 3 lost Bama.
I need them to not get in, dude, for my sanity.
It's embarrassing.
Who are you embarrassed for and by and why?
I'm just embarrassed that they put Alabama in there.
Over?
Miami.
South Carolina.
Okay, no, you can't put South Carolina.
I don't think you say either one of those teams.
I don't know why that is a narrative now. They literally lost to Alabama and Georgia, who are they are in the conversation.
I'm just going by the standard of who lost to Oklahoma.
And Vandy.
Yeah. Just Oklahoma is
on the road. I get it.
Miami lost to Georgia Tech and Syracuse.
Georgia Tech had Georgia on the ropes.
It's true.
Right. If we're going with fifth grade argument, I guess I'll just leave.
Okay. Well, you have poopy in your pants. So
How do you guys feel about the idea of SMU like opting out of the ACC title game?
Okay.
But that's soft, and if they do that, you can't put them in. If they lose, they should be in.
Yes.
Okay.
I think they should be in no matter what.
Yeah.
Because you can't fault.
But
them
what
for
Alex
playing.
is saying is,
that's not the case,
chance if they lose, they could be out.
You can't fault them for playing in the game.
So
if there were no championship games, they would be in.
Yeah.
You should not fault them for having to play an extra game.
11-2 looks a lot better than 9-3.
But this whole thing is
I'm just saying.
I'm with you. I agree.
Bare bones.
Bear Bryant. This whole thing is an experiment. Like this is the first time we're going through it. So what's going to happen when SMU loses? So Clemson's going to get in and get a bye.
You know, it'd be awesome.
Maybe. Right?
Arizona State could be 11-2.
Yeah.
Clemson wins on like a game-winning field goal. So Clemson gets the bye. SMU clearly still a good team. Gets in. Alabama, see ya. You don't deserve it. You literally play in the SEC. Figure it out.
Does Clemson deserve it?
They won the game.
They're in. Yeah, they have to be in with 3 losses.
SMU's 2 losses, if they lose, would be to a ranked BYU team and conference championship.
And to Dabo.
I mean, if Georgia has 3 losses, they deserve it because they made the SEC championship.
If you want to, that was one of their big points at the beginning of the year was we're going to put more stake into championship football. Like that matters now. So you can't fault them in SMU's case for losing, but at the same time, the problem is the SEC just beat the crap out of each other this year. So there's not one above. I mean, you could say Texas, but they haven't played anybody. I still think Texas is good. Just want to put that out there.
Who was it? Was it Georgia that played a tough schedule? They won at Texas.
Lost at Georgia or lost at Alabama. Yeah, lost at Alabama.
They beat Florida, which is a good win now, right?
Yeah, I mean
decent win. Not good, decent.
They played like it was I think they have the number 1 strength of schedule. Even it was before the season and now after the season, it's still number 1 strength. Either way, like they've been so inconsistent, but they've played hard teams. Alabama's been inconsistent and they've lost to bad teams. Like I just don't.
I got an idea. Let's just keep Indiana out.
You want to really piss some people off?
That was for you, Jamie.
They beat Clemson by 100. They beat Kentucky, who
sucks.
They beat Ole Miss.
Kentucky's so weird.
Lost to Alabama by a touchdown. Beat Texas on the road. Lost to Ole Miss on the road. Beat Tennessee. Like I'm just glad I'm not on the committee.
Yeah. So Miami, you say, should be upset? Anybody else?
Well, SMU come next week.
Yeah.
If they get left out.
They gotta get in, and it's too bad. Lane Kiffin and Bama and yeah.
If SMU loses and they don't get if SMU loses by 10 and they don't get in, that is not up to Florida State, but it's damn close because and Alabama gets in over them is what I'm saying.
So is this a completely different playoff committee, or the people who were on the playoff committee last year, were they grandfathered into the 12-team playoff?
I'm pretty sure it's the same people.
That's a good question.
I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Because if it's the same people, they have shown precedent for leaving out a deserving team.
It's SEC, ESPN. Back at it again.
PSYOP.
It doesn't matter. The sun's going to blow up and we're all going to die anyway.
Whoa.
Thank you. Somebody said it.
Jeez.
Doesn't matter.
I'd rather Alabama make the playoffs.
If those, I don't know.
Are you sure? I don't know. They'd go to South Bend and lose.
This is kind of a complaining segment, but I love all this so much.
Yeah.
This is so fun.
It's a talking point.
My whole life is built off complaining. I love it.
And for Alex Harper, you had one crack at making it to a playoff, and you failed at that.
And you blew it. You suck. Yeah.
But moving forward.
Okay.
But for at least one more year, East Carolina will have a chance to make the playoff. I'm interested to see what it looks like beyond next season. What changes will be made?
Pat McAfee has made a good point. Just make it 64. Just March Madness it and see what happens.
Whoa.
Let's just not even have a regular season.
Could you imagine the one shining moment from a 64-game, 64-team playoff?
Yeah. 84 concussions. 16 deaths.
Oh.
I don't know. Obviously, no one knows what's going to happen. I do have a prediction, though. I think if Boise State or whatever Group of 5 representative, if they somehow get the first round bye, I don't think the Group of 5 will have an automatic bid the next time the contract is up.
Bingo, bango. I'm with you.
I think they'll get an automatic bid. They just won't have a chance at a bye. It'll be the Power 4 winners.
So they're going to be Team
I think
12?
they might do the whole shebang. I don't know. I'm nervous about the Group of 5 auto spot in this next format.
Why?
Because they don't care. They don't want these teams in because they want a 3-loss Bama or a 3-loss Georgia or a 3-loss Ole Miss.
I get it's a money grab, but dude, at the end of the day, the integrity of college football, you're literally giving half the teams in the country, over half the teams, 70% of the teams in the country, no viable chance to make it. You're literally Power 4,
which is the way it's always been until this year.
Power 4 undefeated. That's all your only chances.
I mean, there are people that don't know what state East Carolina's in or what conference they're in. They don't care.
I mean, you got a 50-50 shot with the state.
But you don't know 100%.
Eastern Carolina get it right, by the way.
Thank you, Caesar Sportsbook.
Yeah.
No, I hope you're right, Danny. I hope.
It's the integrity of the sport, man.
Yeah, but is that a thing anymore?
No, it's never been. I'm just saying, at least have it in principle. Give everybody a shot. Don't make it to where it's literally just, all right, it's going to be the SEC and the Big Ten at the end.
But you do realize, this is the first year we've actually had a shot.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. That's why it's exciting. We're moving in the right direction.
I feel like that, too.
That's what I'm saying.
I just hope we don't move away from it after 2 years. But, yeah, Boise State could ruin it for us all if they get a first-round bye. And they're like, all right, we're not doing this crap again.
Yeah, and they just get their doors blown off.
Well, is it settled the winner of the Mountain West gets the bye?
I was going to ask you guys about that.
It is essentially you're going to have it's the 4.
Well, he knows that. I think he's saying how are the rankings.
But does Arizona State have a shot to get a bye, or is it UNLV or Boise State?
Yeah, we got to look.
They have a shot to get a bye if they're ranked higher. Am I missing one?
He knows the premise. He's saying the way the rankings are now, how would it play out? Oh, so as we look at that,
yes,
Boise is 10, UNLV is 20, Arizona State is 15, Iowa State is 16. So it looks like to me if UNLV wins, if Boise loses, the Pac-12 champion will get a bye. Because I don't think UNLV, the Big 12, I don't think UNLV could leapfrog the Iowa State, Arizona State winner.
I agree.
Right?
Yeah.
So Boise wins, they get a bye. UNLV wins, they are the number 12 seed in the playoff.
Gotcha.
Now let me ask you this as our resident college football player. Would you rather have a bye or would you rather have a home playoff game and have 2 weeks off as opposed to 3?
I mean, as a player, I'd rather have the bye.
Bye.
I think, yeah, as a player, I'd definitely rather have a bye. But as a fan, having a home playoff game.
Oh, my God.
Imagine Daddy Ficklin, just hypothetically, Daddy Ficklin, home playoff game.
It kind of sounds like you say Daddy Ficklin, which is cool.
Glad I wasn't the only
Come on into Daddy Ficklin. Son.
Daddy Ficklin hosting Notre Dame. Could you imagine?
No, but
Catholic,
wouldn't that be
Catholics versus the Eastern?
That would be so electric.
That'd be the ultimate.
So as a fan, yeah, but a player, no.
I think you'd want to have the 5 seed for the easiest path.
That is something.
I was going to ask you about that. So, Alex, how about this? God, I hate this. Sorry.
I have the Athletic
images,
if you want to log it.
Images.
I have the Athletic. Okay, dude, you're cool. We get it. Sorry, I have a bills and a kid. I can't afford the Athletic.
It's 99 cents, man.
This is what you get.
Where's my bracket?
Click images, dude.
Just go to Twitter and search up college football playoff.
Images.
I did.
Images.
I need a bracket.
There.
Oh,
God. Me.
Is this a bracket? Make it big. How do I make it bigger?
Click on it.
That's what she.
All right.
This should be some sort of pump.
All right, Alex. Would you rather? Holy crap,
dude.
B. Penn State or Oregon? If you're Oregon, you get a bye, and in the second round, you would face either Ohio State, Tennessee. If you're the number 5, you get a home game and host Arizona State, where you're going to be favored. And in round 2, you would play Boise State at a neutral site.
Oh, dude, give me the latter.
So you got to play
by far.
Penn State, and it's not even close.
You got to play 2 games, but much favorable matchup.
I mean, you have more chances to lose, but you also have
an easier chance to get to the semi.
Team significantly worse talent-wise than
you. Know what else?
If you lose, you blew it.
You know what else too? Another problem, like you get the week off, but it's not like you get the week off to like game plan because you don't know who you're playing either.
It's true. It's
good. You don't get an extra week of preparation.
Yeah, you don't get a week to prepare for
you
your
get a
playing.
week of lift, and that's pretty much it.
Also, my gripe, it should be like the NFL, where the lower seed goes to the highest seed for second round.
So you want to reseed it?
Oh,
I mean, it's still the same seeded numbers, but I don't think the second round should be set in stone.
Oregon should play the lowest seed. So if Arizona State happened to beat Penn State, you're going to put them to Oregon. And say Boise State could end up with the best. They could end up with Notre Dame.
Yeah,
and I like that. I like the reseed. That's something I wouldn't mind seeing.
Yeah.
Chad thought he said Daddy Ficklin too.
Daddy.
Diddy Ficklin. Jamie thinks Daddy Ficklin is a good band name.
Yeah, hey, you know what? Put that on a T-shirt, sell it in the student section. I bet you'll sell them by the ton.
Daddy
Ficklin.
Daddy Fick.
Wyatt Shankman says, tell Bill anything he says is wrong.
You serious?
We got a random Wyatt Shankman in the chat.
Go work out or something, dude.
Go lift weights, brother.
Eat a salad.
Dwayne, get out of my comment section.
Shank, what?
Shank.
Way.
Good to hear from you, man.
Yeah.
Go Mariners. Jansen said they need to get rid of the automatic buys for conference champs. Needs to go to the 4 best, no matter conference. That would avoid all this confusion. Conference champs get a bid to the 13, but no auto buy. Conference champs get a bid to the 13, but no auto buy. All right. Mike P says, is integrity worth nothing? First loyalty, now integrity. Man, Kurt Angle had it all wrong.
That loyalty segment actually made me want to bash my head into the wall yesterday. That was insane.
What part of it?
All of it.
Okay.
Even the differing views, just the whole, conversation.
The entire conversation was just mind-numbing. It was 5 minutes of us just repeating ourselves, saying different things. It was insane.
Wait, were you a part of it?
No, I was with it.
Okay.
I say we, but okay.
What was more not mind-numbing, that conversation or the time zone conversation?
I had to go back and listen to that.
Time zone was just stupid.
That was incredible.
I almost regretted bringing up that segment solely because I'm like, I don't think Alex gets how time works. Like, if it's 1 o'clock here, it's 10 a.m. there.
We got Wyatt here. Do you have any questions about Seattle time zones? He is part of the Mariners organization.
Yeah.
A wise man told me time is a flat circle.
So is the Earth.
You kind of look like Rust Cole.
Yeah.
From season 1 of True Detective.
Yeah.
Is that what you're going for?
Kinda.
Yeah. He had some issues.
I love that season of that show.
So good. One of the best all time.
It is a good show.
I rewatched it recently.
I try to do that about 2 times a year.
Man.
The same season 2 times a year?
Yeah. Have you ever seen it?
No, I've seen it twice now. Yeah.
Oh.
It's great.
Man.
McConaughey's great.
Alex, what's your all-time favorite TV show? Take your time. I like silence.
Gotham is pretty good.
That CW show?
I thought, first of all, it was Fox. Second, I thought it was called Got
I
Ham.
just don't know why that question was low-key like a shot.
man, I
It's
just
like a
think
CW show? Seriously?
Y'all stepped all over my awesome Got Ham joke. I watched a little bit of that. Oh, dude, have you seen The Penguin?
Actually, no.
Okay.
I need to watch it.
If you like Gotham, Penguin is going to be the best show you've ever seen.
Yeah,
I have heard it's really good.
It is.
And I do love the Batman, and I'm excited for the next one to come out.
Yeah.
Whenever that does.
It's not a superhero show. It's like a mafia show. A Gotham show, basically. It's really good. Matt says, come on, guys. Sopranos.
Sopranos is good. Friday Night Lights is good.
Friday Night Lights.
Breaking Bad's good. Prison Breaks. First season of Prison Break. That's the only one that's good.
Well, a wise man once said, and that man was me, Lost is my favorite show.
Yeah.
Breaking Bad is the best show.
Yeah.
Breaking Bad.
This might be a hot take. I don't really like Game of Thrones.
I've never seen it.
Yeah. I stayed away from it for a while because I'm not a dragon guy.
Yeah.
People think it's like literally the greatest show of all time. I'm like, it's good.
It's really good.
It's HBO. Let's pump the brakes.
This is not an important conversation, but I would like to change my answer because I just finished.
You are
it,
on the record,
and I forgot Suits.
Suits is good.
Come on.
Suits is amazing.
Nobody cared about that show when it was on USA Network.
Yeah, now it's on Netflix, and everybody thinks the characters are hot.
Alex, you shouldn't have redacted. I mean, yeah, Gotham was pretty bad, but Suits. I like favorite USA show, Psych, which is one of my all-time favorite shows.
Yeah.
Great show.
Burn Notice.
Never got into that. Let's take a break. P. Mase is going to join us to talk about his favorite shows, his thoughts on what happened in Minji's last night, maybe a little Pirate football, NFL playoff picture, and more. Matt said, Clip Rock, not a dragon believer. Were there dragons on the earth? I guess there were flying dinosaurs.
If you ask Joe Rogan, they're still here.
Shut up, Joe Rogan.
Do you like dragons?
Anyway, check out the Danny Beal Show. Just released this morning. Blake Carter.
If you had not completely cracked up while laughing, like Chandler does,
dragon what?
I probably would have answered that, but I'm not going to. Will says Entourage was a good one. Oh, yeah! Back with you after this.
Looking for a way to kick off the holiday season? Join us for Greenville Gives this Friday, December 6th from 4:30 until 7:30 p.m. at the 5 Points Plaza in downtown Greenville. We'll have a festive holiday market, crafts, photo booth, visits with Santa, free hot chocolate, live performances, and even a holiday story reading. It's a night full of fun for the whole family and a chance to give back to our amazing community. It's Greenville Gives this Friday night, brought to you by the City of Greenville and the Downtown Greenville Partnership.
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a cooler stocked with Bud Light. When you've got beer and football, nothing is hard, until the other team scores. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus. Copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Are you ready for some outdoor fun? Big Rock Power Sports and Marine is your complete source for recreation and marine sales and service. With a full selection of ATVs, side-by-sides, motorcycles, slingshots, watercraft, pontoons, and boats, Big Rock Power Sports and Marine is sure to have what you're looking for in everyday adventure. With 5 locations in North Carolina, Rocky Mount, Lake Gaston, New Bern, Elizabeth City, and of course, Greenville. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram or online at BigRockPowersports.com. Big Rock Power Sports and Marine. Choose your adventure.
If you're in the market for a swimming pool and you're located from the capital to the coast, Elite Pools can make it happen for you. They are the Carolina's premier fiberglass and concrete pool builder and renovation contractor. Every pool is built with the highest quality products and on schedule. Visit the Elite Pool showroom located across from Agri Supply in Greenville with fiberglass pools on site and a design center to simplify all of your pool selections. They also have a full service department with pool supplies and they provide expert water analysis. Call Elite Pools today at 689-6557 or visit ElitePoolsNC.com. For pools, think Elite Pools.
My whole business just went up in flames, but my agent was there before the fire was out. We started a plan. I've got 25 employees who could be out of a job if we didn't get this place running again. My independent agent and auto owners insurance, they made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll. That's incredible.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there.
This is Brian Smith with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates!
This is proud ECU alumni David Price of David Price Construction. As a leading general contracting firm, we specialize in commercial construction and renovation. Whether it's updating your office space, renovating your restaurant, or building a new retail store, our team at David Price Construction is ready to assist. We are committed to delivering quality, value, and customer satisfaction across all of our projects. So give us a call at 919-820-3612 or find us online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Go Pirates!
Chicos!
Chico's Mexican Restaurant is where the fiesta never ends. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's every Wednesday for shrimp tacos for only $9.99. Plus Wednesdays means all Mexican imports for just $2.99. Thursdays, enjoy your favorite beef, chicken, or vegetable fajitas for only $9.99. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
Happy holidays, folks. This is Captain Bo Brooks from Pirate Waters Outfitter, 108 North Market Street, downtown Washington, where we have gifts for everyone, including Turtle Box, Smithy Cast Ironware, AFCO Marshware, and Bubba Blade products. We also are a fully functional fly shop, and we carry Grundon's offshore foul weather gear. Come see us this holiday season and get the gift for the one you love in Washington, North Carolina.
Pirate Radio.
So you believe in pirates? Pirates aren't Santa. They did exist, they did have treasures, and they did bury it.
You know, I had an eye patch when I was 6.
Who didn't, my friend? Who didn't?
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. If you heard, Greenville Auto World is under new ownership and is now a part of the DriveHereNow.com network. DriveHereNow.com is run by local people who buy, service, detail, and sell everything directly to you. Greenville Auto World is now the 5th dealership to join DriveHereNow.com. Get car shopping today at DriveHereNow.com and choose a location near you. DriveHereNow.com, serving Eastern North Carolina for over 47 years and proud supporter of the Pirates. Also, America's favorite light beer, Bud Light, is also the official beer for the ECU Pirates. When planning your fun times with family and friends, be sure to pick up some Bud Light at your favorite retailer. Always have fun, Pirate Nation, and always stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now we head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, we got some Carolina Eagle Distributing prizes in the treasure chest. We'll open up the chest once again in Hour 3. Steve Hill, the winner in Hour number 1, picking up the cast iron skillet from Pirate Waters Outfitters. And, man, a lot of great gifts there for Christmas at Pirate Waters Outfitters in downtown Washington. Go see them for all your Christmas needs. They carry clothing lines from AFCO, Marshware, Duck Camp, Smithy Cast Iron Cookware, which Steve Hill won. And also check out their full functioning fly shop. Give the gift of a new Turtle Box speaker for your outdoorsman this Christmas. Pirate Water Outfitters, downtown Washington. You can check that out. And Steve Hill going to get a great prize from there. J-Bone is here. Brett, Zach, Shirley, A-Harp, and joining us, P. Mase, Patrick Mason. Hey, Patrick.
Hey, we got a full house.
We do. Call me Danny Tanner because we got a full house here. Hey, I'll cut it out, okay? I want to talk Pirates with you. We'll do that. But Jamie, I think it was, somebody said P. Mase has to discuss the Eberflus firing. Eberflus. How do you say it?
Eberflus.
So that's my first thing. Awful hire. We talked last week about, does this guy look like a football coach? Because Chandler just had this crazy statement that Andy Reid was the most normal-looking coach ever, and he looks like a walrus. But, like, we talked about who looks like a coach and who doesn't. But Matt Eberflus does not have a Super Bowl coach name. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It
like,
doesn't ring.
It doesn't matter how good he is, what he looks like, what plays he calls. His name is not going to be on the Lombardi Trophy.
No.
Now, so I was looking at the history of the Super Bowl, and like a lot of these guys, like Tom Landry, Don Shula, they sound like they could win Super Bowls, right?
Yeah. Tony Dungy.
Even Mike McCarthy, the big doofus that he is, has a name that sounds like a coach that could win a Super Bowl.
Holmgren's a good one.
Mike Holmgren.
Gruden.
But do we think they are
Bill Cowher?
Do we think they're good football coach names because they have one? Like, would we make fun of? I don't know.
Well, I found a couple. Gary Kubiak does not sound like a coach that should win a Super Bowl, but he had a great defense and had a great quarterback who didn't play great that year. But here's the one that really stands out to me. Weeb Eubank.
Yeah, that's what year is 1969?
Weeb Eubank.
Weeb.
Well, back in the day, that was
a cool name.
Yeah.
Weeb.
I'm not saying it's not a cool name. I'm saying it doesn't sound like a coach, and there's a reason why. Like, this was the biggest upset ever in the Super Bowl. It was Joe Namath.
Yeah. Oh, man.
And the American Football League's Jets knocking off the Baltimore Colts.
Is that when he guaranteed a victory?
Yes.
See, I would spell that name wrong too. I wouldn't put EW Bank. I would put EU.
Weeb Eubank.
Like, I'd be kicked out of the spelling bee if I had to spell his name.
Matt Eberflus is no Weeb Eubank.
No, not even close.
All right, Patrick, we had talked for weeks about his future and how it was coming to an end there in Chicago. It has, and how do you feel?
I mean, I'm happy. This is the first time they fired a coach in season ever.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, so that's a big step for them. I mean, I think they clearly saw some terrible things were going on, and they had to, put a stop to that. But he was, just incompetent. Time management was terrible. Players didn't respect him. I mean, it was terrible all around.
What were your thoughts on the final drive against the Lions?
I mean, I was screaming at my TV. I'm like, do something, call a timeout, like get a play in. I was just like watching the seconds tick down. I'm like, is no one going to be an adult here in this room and make a decision? Like, you have a timeout, do something with it. Like, I think it was 31 seconds at the end of the last play, and they got one more play off. I mean, that is inexcusable.
Buenas noches, Chicago.
Yes.
Part of it's on the quarterback. He's got to take control of that. But that, 1%. I mean, the head coach is there on the sidelines, doing nothing really.
Nothing, just standing there watching it unfold.
He's not like calling a play or anything.
No, he's just standing there. They got the play in, and then Caleb. I think what Caleb said was they had some sort of run play on. And he's like, I saw the box, so I gotta change it to this. I'm like, you shouldn't be doing that at all. Just either run the play or someone's got to call a timeout. Like, you can't put that all on Caleb.
Unbelievable. I like the radio call from the Bears, and they said, how does that happen? And whoever the color analyst is said, it's the Bears. That's how.
Yep.
Just incredible that the clock dwindles down, and the Bears lose that game to the Lions in a game where, again, I guess so. I watch, Big Cat and those Chicago guys talk about the Bears, and I watch it as a sicko pretty much. It's like I ask people why, because like when the Commanders lose, I turn off football.
Yeah.
Last week they beat the Titans. I immediately YouTubed the highlights. I watched the post-game show. I watched other games. I'm like all in.
Yeah, you're fired up.
But like on the fifth quarter for East Carolina, the proof's in the pudding. You can go look at our highest rated fifth quarter shows on YouTube, and it's losses for the most part.
People want to vent.
Yeah. But so I'm basically watching all these Bears post-game stuff because I enjoy the meltdowns. But they do, and I'll ask you, like, they are very happy with the progression of Caleb Williams.
Yeah,
Are you seeing that as well?
I am. I mean, I think he's doing some great things. And even in all these losses, I think that's part of what makes it so frustrating is they're in every single one of these games. Like, they at least have a chance to win at the end or tie the football game, and it just goes disastrously wrong. But, yeah, I really do like what Caleb Williams is doing. I just think they got to find, like every team, you got to find that coach. You got to find that right marriage to just, really get Caleb Williams unlocked and do some good things.
All right. There's your Bears chatter for the week.
Well, who are you thinking?
I really don't know. I was listening to Mike Florio of all people the other day, and he brought up an interesting point of like trading for a coach.
Yeah,
which isn't.
We were talking about that before the show. Brett brought it up.
Yeah, just imagine getting like Kyle Shanahan or something. Like maybe the 49ers want to move on, or I don't know.
I think the 49ers will be crazy to do that. I realize that, or maybe they want to blow the whole thing up. But
he's the guy. Like I think he's a great coach. So I don't know if they'll do that, but I just think just putting that on the table is pretty cool. Like I didn't even think about that.
I looked through the list and really could only be Kyle Shanahan or Mike McDaniel. Mm-hmm. So
yeah, I mean, I think you do have to find some sort of offensive mind. And I don't really know what else is out there. I guess the good thing, the Bears gave themselves 5 weeks, 5-week head start to at least do the preliminary work before, Black Monday comes. Then you get all the names that are fired, and you kind of have a good book on what you want to do.
Oh, well, let's do the history of traded coaches real quick. Got an article.
I know it's like Gruden.
From USA Today. How about Don Shula?
I forgot about that.
The Dolphins poached Shula from the Colts. Trade ended up working well. Bill Parcells, after stepping down from the Patriots, the Jets found a roundabout way to hire Parcells without breaking NFL rules by initially saying he wasn't the head coach. Anyway, the New England, I guess, got a first, second, third, and fourth.
Oh my goodness.
Over the next 2 years to get the big tuna. Mike Holmgren went from Green Bay to Seattle in a trade. Bill Belichick.
Yep, I remember that.
Patriots trade a first, fourth, fifth to the Jets in exchange for Belichick.
See, I think like compensation like that's kind of tough to swallow, but if you get the right guy, it's totally worth it. I mean, a good coach is just as good as an impact player, I think, if he can turn you around.
Look at young Gruden, man.
Wow.
John Gruden got traded. The Bucks traded 2 first-rounders and a second. Damn, that is hefty.
Those 2 first-rounders must have been something.
Herm Edwards. The Chiefs traded a 4th-rounder for Herm. Bruce Arians. He was still under contract with Arizona, so they got some compensation when Tampa got him. There was almost a Jim Harbaugh trade. The Browns made a play for Jim Harbaugh. And then, so this was before Sean Payton. You said Sean Payton was traded as well?
Yeah. He retired, and then they had to give up a pick or 2.
Yeah. So would you be willing to give up like a second?
I mean, if we can get like Kyle Shanahan, I'd give up a first and a second.
You give up a first for Shanahan?
Yeah, I would.
Interesting.
I would.
Pair Shanahan with Caleb?
Yeah, and all those offensive weapons. I mean, I'm down for that for sure.
Chad, our Titans fan, says Jeff Fisher was a Bear. Bring him back home.
No. That's got like 7 and 8 written all over it.
I love Jeff Fisher, but no.
Or I don't even know if that math works out. 8 and 9.
Yeah, it didn't, but I let it go. It's fine. All right, little NFL there. We'll take a break, come back, get Patrick's thoughts on ECU basketball, and talk a little football as well. Back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Wednesday after this. The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in ENC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kid Scene.
Y'all come get bucked up.
This is Trey Hayes with Advanced Moving and Storage. Advanced Moving and Storage is here to help you have the best move ever. Advanced Moving and Storage is dedicated to making sure you get everything you need on your next move, no matter how large or small, whether you're local, in-state, or out-of-state. Our courteous and experienced personnel is ready to help. Call Advanced Moving and Storage today at 252-321-3200. If you want to remove stress from your next move, use the moving company the Pirates use. Advanced Moving and Storage.
The price is always right at Doug Henry of Greenville. Doug Henry of Greenville is under new management with over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily. Doug Henry is easy to find on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive and always online at DougHenryGreenville.com. Come on down and purchase the vehicle of your dreams today at Doug Henry of Greenville. Right on the corner, right on the price. Doug Henry of Greenville. Go Pirates!
IMAX is here with mind-blowing images and earth-shattering sound. Come experience the first IMAX theater in Eastern North Carolina, only at Golden Ticket Cinemas in Greenville. Crystal clear IMAX laser projection and precision sound come together to provide the ultimate movie experience. And as always, Golden Ticket Cinemas has unlimited popcorn and the best selection of concessions around. Book your tickets at gtcinemas.com and come experience the best in cinematic quality. IMAX, only at Golden Ticket Cinemas.
Need cash fast? National Finance Company is here to help. For over 50 years, National Finance Company has been the small loan specialist with loans from $1,000 to $5,000 with low payments to meet your budget. We're in the business of getting you the cash you need today. Apply online for a loan at one of our convenient branch offices and get your money as fast as today. It's easy. Get the cash you need. For extra cash, visit nfcmoney.com.
Switching is easy. We do it all the time. We switch on the lights. We switch TV channels. Some of us switch partners while square dancing. Well, that's a stretch. But what's not a stretch is how you can switch and save with State Farm. In fact, this is State Farm agent Timothy Sawyer right here in Greenville. We can switch your auto and home insurance so you can start saving today. My team and I are ready to welcome you to the State Farm neighborhood. With Timothy Sawyer State Farm, it's easy to switch and save. Just give us a call, 493-0002. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
This is Holton Ahlers for my friends at Anson Belts, the belts that I wear. Go to ansonbelt.com to find micro-adjustable holeless belts with over 30 plus options of a 1/4 inch apart instead of your typical 5 holes 1 inch apart, always giving you the perfect fit every time. If your waist fluctuates, Anson Belt is great because you can always find the perfect fit any time of the year. AnsonBelt.com. Over 10,000 combinations to choose from, a belt for every occasion, and the official belt of the Holton Ahlers Show.
Do you ever talk to yourself about where to eat today? And then you hear,
Warren's hot dogs.
Then you're thinking, yeah, 2 hot dogs, chips, and a drink for $7.50 would be awesome.
Warren's hot dogs.
And maybe some homemade lemonade, perhaps a pizza or a sub, and definitely an apple or peach turnover.
Warren's hot dogs.
Don't overthink where to eat today. Go to Warren's Hot Dogs in Greenville across from Ron Ayers or in Chocowinity next to the fire station. Warren's Hot Dogs, serving the Pirate Nation since 1991. Go Pirates!
Ho, 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 and a bottle of...
Are you dare to walk the plank, matey?
Stop it, you're killing me.
Pirate Radio, the voice of the pirate nation. We'll take you to the edge. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is the premier country store serving the best cheese, biscuits, and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food and your engines with great gasoline. Greenville Utilities Neighbor program provides help for those who need temporary assistance with their utility costs. You can make a difference. Your tax-deductible donation can be added to your GUC bill each month, or you can make a one-time donation, and GUC matches all donations up to $20,000 each year. Consider helping a neighbor with GUC's Neighbor to Neighbor program. And now we head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Thank you, Zach. Thank you for your efforts last night in Minges. I saw you several times trying to get the crowd up, but
it was dead in there.
To no avail. It was dead. That's a good word for it.
Every run lasted about a minute and 30 seconds, and it was gone.
Yeah. Get to that in a moment. Do any of you guys religiously watch World Series of Poker or no poker
I used
players?
to.
I was just curious if you know the name Corey Zeidman. Corey Zeidman pleads guilty to better fraud scheme. So I was looking at this. What did he do? He He and his partners misled customers to pay the organization for betting advice, claiming to have knowledge of non-public injury information, dirty referees, and fixed games.
So he says, I got the inside information. Give me some money.
And people paid for this, I guess. They sought his advice. It was Ziedman himself who was scoring big through his deceptive practices, outright lies, high-pressure tactics that exploited unsuspecting clients. Ah, man, that's not right, but you got to be a real idiot to pay somebody like this, too.
Right. Make your own bets. Think for yourself.
Like, how would you... Just think if you went to the police station and were like, yeah, I'd like to report a crime. I've been paying this guy to give me gambling advice because...
And I'm losing.
He said that Ed Hockley was a dirty ref, and yeah, so I don't know. That's weird.
So, like, is he going to get jail time?
He will.
I bet that stuff's pretty serious, honestly.
Yeah.
If it says wire fraud there, yeah, you're probably in some serious trouble.
Wire fraud, yeah.
He pleaded guilty. I'm trying to see if it says anything about how long he could be in there. He won a bracelet at the 2012 World Series of Poker.
So he's pretty legit. I remember like Phil Ivey and was it Phil Ivey or that Helmuth guy? And like I remember actually watching.
I remember those guys.
The only poker player that I know, and it's because of his name, Chris Moneymaker.
Oh yeah,
great name.
You have the glasses? Was that guy?
Maybe.
Doyle Brunson.
Chris Moneymaker. What a good name.
Individuals believed to have been a victim of the alleged crimes are asked to contact Homeland Security Investigations.
Oh, yeah.
All right, that's a little much.
Yep. Do I get financial compensation?
Do you get a free game of EA Sports College Football if you call in and opt in?
Dang. That's tough.
All right, Patrick, off night for RJ Felton.
Yeah, off night all around.
Off night all around.
It was just one of those basketball games where you're watching it and go like, all right, we just got to fold up shop and just move on from this one. Like nothing went right. Scoring droughts for 8 minutes a couple different times.
Did we really have two?
Well, the first one was without a field goal. I think they made some free throws. So it was like 8 minutes and 8 seconds without a field goal. And then to finish the game, their last bucket came at like 9:14.
Well, they scored too late, but
dunks though. Like they weren't even like shots.
While UNCW was still trying, we had 49 points last night.
Yeah. It was a really bad basketball game. And I actually wrote about this when we got to talk with the UNCW head coach. He came into the gym, the little media room, sits down at the table, and the first thing he says was, we were tougher than them.
Hit it, Zach. Hit that cut. If you know where it is. If not, Patrick, you keep talking.
But that was just like, that's a statement, man. You're behind enemy lines. You're saying we are tougher than them. We outplayed them, out-physicaled them. Yeah.
I thought we were the tougher team.
Not just that. Right. He said it in a southern drawl. Cut it, Zach.
Yeah, exactly right. And just sitting down, staring straight ahead, we were the tougher team.
We were the tougher team.
And just to do that, I mean, you're in their opponent's gym saying that stuff. I mean, that's a butt whooping.
To the victors goes the spoils.
I mean, to his credit, Mike Schwartz right away, he said something too, like, they deserve all the credit and we deserve none.
Yeah.
And I was like, my man, like, that's what Schwartz is refreshing like that. He tells it how it is and doesn't hide behind words, and I like that out of him.
I don't think he said ton of respect, though.
No, he said something.
They don't like each other.
Yeah.
No.
That's
right.
I mean, hadn't been come out and said, but they circled that game last year, I think, and ECU won it.
Yep.
And there was no ton of respect to Coach Siddle or anything like that. So, and then the way Siddle comes out last night, I feel like that there's something there.
But that's like big boy college basketball at the end of the day, man. It's like you circle that game and you're going to go in with a mindset to, to out-toughness some people, bully some people around, and that's exactly what they did.
Well, I do think the Pirates will play better in their next game against South Carolina and have a chance to win that game.
I mean, there's not many games. RJ Felton scored double digits 33 straight games. I mean, this is like a one of those rare hiccups from him. I mean, it happens. It's basketball. It happens. But that was just a tough game all around. And I think moving forward, though, I think the lack of size is going to be really glaring for ECU moving forward, especially when you get into conference play. I mean, C.J. Walker's 6'8", 6'9", but he's not like a 5'4" guy. He's like a wing player, essentially.
Yeah.
And down low, I don't know where else you go from there. I mean, you're going to run into some of these big boys, 7-footers, that are just going to do whatever they want.
It's been noticeable, like George Mason and Coastal. So
yeah, for sure.
This was just the first time it caught us in the rear.
Yeah.
All right, a couple minutes left. So Alex Walker is not him. He's Alex Harper. Alex Walker used to be at WITN. Alex Harper wants to go to the best bowl game with the most prestige, with the best opponent, no matter the weather. Could be cold, but that's Alex. He's
a football player. Baby.
Just kidding. He wants to go to the best weather and the worst opponent.
Yeah.
I think y'all fall in line with the weather, right?
Yes.
Where do you want to go?
I want to go somewhere warm. Like let's go Florida. Like that's what I'm saying.
Cure Bowl.
Yeah.
That's the bowl. I said that on
That's
the air.
Tampa, right?
Orlando.
Orlando. Yeah.
So of the possibilities, like I never saw us projected to the Hawaii Bowl, but South Florida is going there.
That would be number one. Let's be real.
That bowl I read in Montgomery.
Yeah, it's full.
Is that the one, or are there two there?
No,
there's make sure.
There's Birmingham and there's Montgomery.
Just no Birmingham.
Well, there's the Camellia Bowl,
That's
and
the
there's like
Veterans
the Independence Bowl.
Independence is in Memphis.
Is the Camellia Bowl that Veterans
Yes,
one?
it got renamed
okay,
this year.
fair enough.
The
So
ice
that one has been full.
Yeah, the ice is full.
Filled.
Yeah.
Okay. So you didn't want that one, right, Alex? So that one's off.
This is like contrary to what you just stated about me, but I'm not particularly picky. I just don't have any interest in playing in Fenway or military.
Yeah, I was joking
I know
about the prestige thing. Like you want the best weather. You want
Yeah.
I mean, would it be cool to play in Fenway if you take out the weather and stuff?
I think the cool factor would wear off as soon as I stepped outside.
Yeah.
All right, if they put a dome on it, would you go?
I guess.
Oh yeah, but you still got like.
But then I got to stay in Boston for like 5 days.
Alex doesn't want to go to Boston. Okay.
See, I would actually selfishly like to go to Boston, but you're right. The weather would suck for sure, especially as a player. You're just out there for 4 hours for these dang things. But yeah, I mean somewhere warm. That's what I'm hoping for.
I kind of like Tampa. See us playing in Raymond James.
I do like Tampa.
Gasparilla, we're Pirates. That's pirate related.
I believe we got an ACC tie-in to that as well, right? So
possibly
ECU versus State or Carolina in Tampa Bay, Florida. I mean, sign me up for that.
Don't really care to see State. We're gonna.
Do we have any Big Ten ties?
No.
I don't know.
I want to play Washington for some reason.
Like what I don't want to see is
what a pull.
They're 6-6.
Yeah, I don't even know if the Military Bowl is even on the table anymore. But like going there against like Boston College again, that would be a letdown.
Yeah, I read this one earlier.
Myrtle Beach.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find out who.
That just means I got to drive like 5.5 hours.
The Gasparilla Bowl.
The Myrtle Beach Bowl is not the best, like, as a player, I think, because it's not like a well-funded bowl game. I'm sounding like a spoiled brat right now.
You should be a spoiled brat.
I'm just being honest.
Real,
but, like, the Myrtle Beach Bowl is not very well-funded. So, like, the bowl gifts are, like, terrible.
Yeah.
And you got to play in Coastal Carolina Stadium. That's pretty ugly. Just, it's not a very exciting, like, venue. But the whole, like, appeal is nice weather being in Myrtle Beach. But
Alex, do you want a spoiler?
Sure.
Sarah has your bowl destination. She heard it today. It'll be announced tomorrow or Friday. You're going to the Military Bowl.
Who said that?
Sarah Sanders.
Who's that?
I don't know.
Did she say who we're playing?
Who we playing, Sarah? And what's in Alex's gift bag?
See, I'm
not for real. For the Birmingham Bowl, I got a pair of Dre Beats and a blender.
A blender?
Yeah.
That's pretty wild, but those are.
But they let us
cool.
pick. There was like a whole point system, and there was like a 5-point table with like laptops and like TVs and whatnot. And the Beats were 4. So I got the Beats and then.
And a 1.
And I had 1 point to spare, and it was like.
You got a spider ring?
You had like bottle openers and like sunglasses and stuff, and I was like, a blender.
Is it like the arcade where you turn in your tickets?
It literally was like
ring.
that. That's exactly what it was like, but you had 5 points.
Do you need a whole new bus to bring that stuff back?
No, so they don't give it to you there. They ship it later. Ooh. So, like, we got our bowl gifts, like, this summer.
Interesting.
It might not have been that later, but it was like the spring. It was like multiple months later.
Like a year and a half later?
So now, like, oh, crap, we got to go buy all this stuff.
Yeah, I forgot 2023 happened.
Yeah.
I've blocked that out mentally as well. Good. But it was like 5 or 6 months later we didn't get our stuff until then.
All right, Sarah says Military Bowl against UNC or State. I hope it's North Carolina. I don't want to play State back-to-back. And you want to get fans fired up for a bowl game? You put ECU in this bowl game, fans will be excited for it.
If you play UNC and
Alex is not.
But here's my thing: we can have that matchup in Tampa Bay, Florida.
yes.
But the Military Bowl is very well funded.
Well run.
The bowl gifts for the Military Bowl are really, really good.
Memphis and West Virginia got announced for the Frisco Bowl.
Okay.
Darn, that's not good.
So the Pirates are not going to Frisco.
That's not good.
Starting to.
That means Fenway and Military are still open.
Yeah.
And Memphis, especially, that was one of the teams I'm like, surely, Fenway or Military would take them. But we still got Army and Tulane. That need to go to a bowl. So,
Patrick, thanks for hanging out.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
You can check out his work page, The Daily Reflector, online, reflector.com. We'll take a time out, come back. Big hour 3, Holton Ahlers, Adler Augustine, a few of the ECU volleyball players, and Treasure Chest on the way, along with the Fleet Feet Rundown. A lot to do. We'll do it in hour 3, and we're back with you after this.
Hey there, Eastern North Carolina. Jeff Stein at Brown & Wood. The Brown & Wood service specials include a tire price match guarantee, a $199 AC Delco front brake pad installation special. We also have a brake rotor rebate of $40 and a synthetic oil change on most vehicles for $89.95. Don't forget, free pickup and drop-off at Brown & Wood. 89 years in business, 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
At Tiebreakers, we pride ourselves on serving
big, juicy wings.
I'm talking
big and juicy.
Our chickens are the same ones that kick sand in the other chickens' faces. If our chickens played football, they'd be linebackers. The competition's chickens, they'd be
skinny little kickers.
Trade those kickers in for linebackers. Join us today for
big, juicy wings.
All season long at Tiebreakers.
Tiebreakers, with 2 locations in Greenville and on Railroad Street in Winterville.
At United Bank, banking means more than financial solutions. It means rallying around the causes that are important to our customers, employees, and communities. While we have grown in size and presence, we have never forgotten our roots. By giving back to our local communities and funding business development, we help fuel economic growth. Our success is your success, because to us, this is home. Go Pirates! Bankwithunited.com, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
There's no better time to shop Russell's in downtown Washington than right now. Don't let a cancellation or back order spoil your Christmas. I'm Rhonda Lyons, and I can assure you we have a store full of goodies to satisfy anyone on your list. If you can't decide on the perfect gift, just select a gift certificate for any amount you desire. The shopping is easy, and the signature gift wrap is free and beautiful. Remember, it's all about you, our pirate friends and customers at Russell's in downtown Washington.
Hi, I'm Walker Allen Volova, and I'm with CopyPro. CopyPro has been locally owned and operated here in Eastern North Carolina for over 50 years. CopyPro is the leader in office technology. Does your business struggle with keeping printing costs low or producing professional documents? Here at CopyPro, total satisfaction is our #1 priority. We have a variety of solutions to help reduce your printing expenses and make your business more productive. Call us today at 1-800-682-6558 or online at copypro.net. CopyPro, we are the professional office systems people.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. Book today at aa.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American flights perfect for your next trip. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
Overtime's Tavern is officially open in downtown Greenville. Whether you're craving a cold drink, hot meal, or just a place to unwind with friends in a laid-back atmosphere, we've got you covered. Join us daily from 11 a.m. to midnight every day, or stick around for our late-night hours on the weekends. Follow Overtime Tavern on Facebook or Instagram for daily specials and events, including live music. OT's is right across from the Sheets on Charles Boulevard in downtown Greenville. Overtime's Tavern, where every hour feels like overtime.
The The icy treat that can't be beat is Sparky Snowballs. From big kids to little kids, Sparky Snowballs has been making smiles happen for over 20 years. If you're not in the mood to chill out with a snowball, Sparky's funnel cakes and fried Oreos are a perfect Sparky-licious treat every time. Are you having an event, party, or fundraiser? Call Sparky's to come on site. Remember to follow Sparky's on Facebook or visit SparkySnowballs.com to see where they'll be next.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Choose less stress when it comes to moving and choose Advanced Moving and Storage. Locally owned and operated, exclusive shipments, so no sharing a truck and guaranteed delivery dates. Get a free quote today at advancedmoversnc.com or call 321-3200. Make the transition from your present to your future with ease with Advanced Moving and Storage. Use the movers the Pirates have used for over 20 years. Advanced Moving and Storage. Now we head back into PRL. Here's your host, Clip Rock.
All right, back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Ryan says if we play and win against UNC, Tar Heels will say it's because they fired Mac and the team gave up. Who cares? Why do you care? Personally, bowl games are meaningless.
I'll say this. The same thing happened to Coastal Carolina. Their coach left. I think they had 18 of their 22 starters opt out. And one of the 4 starters that played landed on his head and neck area and almost snapped that in half. So he didn't play the whole game. We pretty much played Coastal's second string guys.
Yeah.
And it's 2 years later, and no one's like, that bowl game doesn't count.
Yeah.
You guys didn't play Coastal at their best. It's not going to matter here in a few years.
I don't care either way. Alex, as a player, wants to go out a winner, of course. The players and coaches care. And some fans care, but like bowl games are meaningless to me because I like games with stakes. And yeah, you get a trophy, but like I like, all right, if you win this week, it sets up even a bigger game next week, or you move on in a bracket, or it raises your standing in the conference for a conference championship or something. But like a bowl game, like winner, they say win or go home. Like you win or lose, you go home, and it's over, and that's it. And you're done. So that's my perspective. Maybe I'm a Debbie Downer on those things, but I don't know. That's how I feel. All right, a lot to do this hour. Coming up at the end of this segment, we're opening up the old treasure chest again. You could be a winner like Tommy Cook or Jeff Dover or Josh Aldridge or Thomas Heath or Steve Hill. We'll open it up coming up after we hear from Holton Ahlers, who I talked to earlier today. In the neighboring Studio C. Here's my chat with Holton Ahlers. All right, join us today on Pirate Radio Live, the host of the Holton Ahlers Show, co-host on the U.S. Sailor fifth quarter call-in show. Former Pirate QB Holton Ahlers is here. Holt, how you doing, man?
Doing good, man. Glad to be here.
Absolutely. Pirates off last Saturday, but back at it coming up Thursday night on ESPN. It'll be a 4 o'clock kickoff to our Bud Light pregame tailgate, 8 o'clock kickoff at Dowdy Ficklin Stadium, and a late night edition of the U.S. Sailor fifth quarter call-in show. Pirates looking to win 2 in a row. Blake Harrell looking to go 2-0 as interim coach, and he came in at a pretty good time. Holt, you get Temple, and then you get FAU, 2 winnable games, 2 games the Pirates are favorites in. So how you feeling about Thursday night?
Feel pretty good about it. I mean, you look at FAU and they hired the big name in Tom Herman and just hasn't worked out for him yet, which I'm kind of surprised. Tom Herman, had a really good record when he was at Houston. Houston's a different animal than FAU, though. Although I think FAU's a good job.
Yeah.
Like, someone's going to figure it out there. I don't know if it's going to be him or not.
Lane had it rolling years ago, right?
Yeah, he did. So, I mean, it's a good job. I just think Tom Herman, you got to think, like, even Houston back then had a lot more resources than FAU does, and then obviously he goes to Texas, and like that's my biggest thing about like Joe Sloan now and like in the coaching search is like coming from somewhere where it has unlimited resources to somewhere who has limited. Like as a head coach, he probably looked at the resources and was like, this is what we have, like this is all. Rather than if you get someone who hasn't been at one of those massive schools, then it's like, okay, this is what we get, man. This is great. You know what I mean? So we'll see.
Yeah, for the Pirates at home on a Thursday night, like I don't know, can you ride momentum? You almost felt like you wish they could have played last Saturday to kind of keep that going. But long layoff, Holton. What's practice been like when you get one of those bye weeks and go into a game?
Yeah, it's good. It's probably good for them because Coach Harrell can kind of implement his own things. Bye week, each coach has their own like way of doing things. Bye weeks are really big on like helping the body and like the starters. Like Coach Houston was big on like having 2 really good tough weeks of days of practice, the first 2 days, and then letting the starters kind of back off and not even really practice. Where like Coach Mo was a little bit different. He let the starters have the whole week off. So like it's just each coach has their own way of doing things, and that was probably the first time that Coach Harrell had the chance to implement his stuff.
Got to be good for Hauser too, right? So he goes into a game right before halftime, then the next week gets a full week as starters reps, and then has had a lot of time since then to kind of implement what he wants to do, talk to John David Baker, see what's working, hopefully get with his receivers. But this time has to be good for Hauser.
It's great for him. I mean, as an ECU fan, like that's probably the best timing for him wise because he gets time with the receivers, which he had during the summer, and then obviously when Garcia got named the starter, they kind of switched roles, and Garcia started getting those reps, so it was probably really good for them there. And then confidence-wise too, like him having a good game before the bye week was huge, and then even JDB to have a good game for his confidence, going into the bye week is huge. So hopefully they can come out there and sling it around on Thursday. I definitely imagine they do.
Pirates a couple wins away from bowl eligibility, and of course. They would need a lot to happen to be back in the conference race, but we're seeing some crazy results each week in college football. Had the college football playoff poll put out last night. Holton, any surprises? Anything stand out to you?
To be completely honest with you, Clip, I was watching the other polls of the United States of America, so I did not see the.
You're about what's important in this world.
I saw Miami was like 4, which I'm big on Miami. I think Cam Ward's really, really good. Who's my preseason Heisman pick. But no, I mean, I wasn't Boise State. They're the top G5 school.
Yeah, and I saw a projection where they were like number 10, which kind of just like assume the non-power school is going to be 12, which they are 12 in the actual poll. But saw one where they were at 10, so we're just kind of we're looking to see what's going to happen with these, really with the Big 12, like who's their champion going to be if BYU stumbles. Where is the highest ranked Big 12 team ranked in that poll? If it's below Boise, then Boise could potentially be number 4.
Yeah, I mean, the Big 12 is a huge one because you saw, 2 of their top 3 big dogs fall last week.
Yep. And Colorado's still in the mix.
Still climbing. I think that'd be awesome. And then Deion's going to go coach the Jets next year with Shador.
Oh, okay.
I'm just... That would be awesome. I think he'd be a great NFL coach, probably better than college because NFL is literally just about the players liking you.
Well, I predicted that he would not be at Colorado next year. He either ride off into the sunset or follow his kids one way or the other.
Why would you be there if you're him? Like Shador's going to be a top 10 pick probably, or at least a first round pick. Travis Hunter will definitely be a top 10 pick. So like if they win there this year and his top 2 guys get drafted in the first round, like. You accomplished what you wanted to accomplish there. Why else would you really stay there, especially with the state of college athletics? So I mean, I wouldn't mind him if he did do that. Good for him.
We will get your picks later in the week, the videos. I mean, there's just got to be so much pressure on you guys right now to keep delivering. What's that pressure like, Holton?
Honestly, like we're starting to feel it a little bit now because like it started off kind of as like a joke, and then like we just kept winning. And people actually started liking the videos. Like the Rudy one kind of is what like took it off.
Yeah.
And like when we first posted, I was like, this is so cringe. Like this is definitely gonna be a dud. And then like that was one everyone loved the most. So yeah, we kind of just go into it like we have no clue what we're doing today. At 5 o'clock, Caden's just come in here. We're just gonna brainstorm and shoot it. So we'll see. Who knows?
See how it goes. Looking ahead at this weekend, you said you like Miami. Good grief! Every week. I put them on upset alert, and I'm going to do it again. They're at Georgia Tech. Like it feels like all this could come crashing down at some moment. I had Duke plus 21 the other day.
They didn't cover it,
and felt great.
Yeah.
And Miami just scored like 40 in the fourth quarter. Like
that's what they've done the last couple games.
Yeah.
And that's why Cam Ward's probably favorite to win the Heisman right now is he's having like Heisman moments. And he plays really, really well in the fourth quarter. But, I mean, to knock off a top 10 team, you got to run the ball. And Georgia Tech, certainly does that really well. So we'll see. I mean, until it happens, I don't see it. I think Cam Ward's really, really, really good. And they got receivers that are playing really well right now. So and until they lose a game, even if they look like they're going to lose into the fourth quarter, like Duke, I remember sitting with my brother watching the game. I was like, this was the easy. I should have took Duke. This was the easiest bet of the week. And then they score like 40 in the fourth quarter and cover. So you're like, what the heck?
easiest bet of the week has never won.
Yeah,
in the history of mankind.
I had Nebraska versus Ohio State, and they were plus 26.5.
Easiest bet of the week?
Yeah, I thought that was the easiest bet, and it actually won.
Fair enough.
But other than that, yeah, I agree.
Good for you, Holton.
Yeah.
Not for me. The SEC gauntlet continues for these teams. What do you think about Georgia, Ole Miss, and LSU, Bama coming up this week?
I don't think Georgia's as good as people think they are. It's kind of like what we said about Penn State the whole time, that like Penn State was eventually going to lose, and they did. Georgia, like Carson Beck's just continuing to throw interceptions. I mean, he just
brutal,
and you can't do that as a top 10 team. Eventually, like when you play really good teams, Ole Miss can at least score. And historically, that offense has matched up good versus Georgia. So we'll see.
Georgia has been in 2 heavyweight fights. They won at Texas and they lost to Bama. Yeah, Bama got them in that game. So another one for them, and then. Bama LSU, I've seen this one called a loser leaves town match. Loser's done. Literally. So huge one Saturday night.
I think LSU wins that. I'm really high on LSU. I think LSU's really good. But you never know in the SEC. It's literally just a toss-up every week.
I remember asking this before Texas was had their first loss, and I thought they would eventually lose. I just don't think there is a great team this year. But is Oregon that team? Like, do they have a loss in their future?
Yeah, I think Oregon definitely is. I mean, Oregon's win versus Ohio State is very impressive to me. I think they're top 2 teams, like, by far. And then I think Texas is 3 other. Like, I mean, their loss clear. What is Texas ranked in the poll? 5? I think they're 5. I think Miami's 4. Texas is 5. I think talent-wise and, like, matchup-wise, Texas is probably the 3rd best team.
Texas is 5. It would give them a 6 seed because of the Big 12 team gets the number 4.
Yeah.
BYU is 9th in the poll, but would be the 4th seed.
That's wild.
So
they would host.
Who? Texas?
BYU.
BYU would have a bye
and then host.
The second round would be at a neutral site.
Oh, dang. Because BYU's a sick environment.
That is true, yeah.
That's the loudest environment I've played in by far.
But you would have, like, Ohio State, Texas, teams like that hosting first-round games.
Yeah, it's cool.
I want to see Indiana host.
That would be
They
sick.
had them on the 9 line, so they would be going to Tennessee rather than hosting. But I would like to see them keep going.
And what's weird about that is, like, I mean, I know they haven't played the best schools, but, like, they're dominating.
They're killing
everyone.
everybody.
Like, if their name was Ohio State, they'd be, like, number 2 or number 1.
They were down 10-0 and up
had like 50
38-10.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
So they're playing great football right now. Commanders playing great football, Holt.
They are.
You buying into what they're doing?
I am, man.
Jaden Daniels?
I'm kind of jealous of you. I wish I was a fan of him. I mean, I'm cheering for him, but I don't have an NFL
Are you a
team.
fan? Yeah, I was going to say.
I don't really have an NFL team. I'm a huge Knicks guy in the NBA, so I'm all my time's invested into them.
Done pretty well with them. Did not the other night in their loss to the
embarrassing.
Rockets. So
embarrassing.
Got to get back on track.
We just signed probably none of the listeners are NBA fans, but we just signed a guy who shot 45% from 3 last year, so I'm pretty pumped about that. His name's Matt Ryan, actually.
Matt Ryan.
Yeah, Matty Ice.
Caucasian?
Oh, absolutely. 45% three-point shooter? Dude doesn't even dribble.
Name Matt Ryan? He got to be.
Catch and shoot.
Knicks minus 6.5 tonight against the Hawks.
Yeah, I took Karl-Anthony Towns to have a double-double. He's had it the last 3 games, and I actually put $2 on Josh Hart to have a triple-double. It's 2 to win 62.
2 smackers.
Yeah.
All right, we'll be watching some of that tonight at Trivia, so you can come hang out at Pellegrine. All right, Holt, I guess that's about it, man. What's coming up this week on the Holton Ahlers show? Oh, it's already out. Kim McNeil.
We had Kim McNeil.
Great guest. Good luck to them this year.
Obviously it's football season, and people love hearing football guests, but they're starting their season, and have been to 2 back-to-back conference championships. Man. So we just want to get her on. She's really good. She's really good. Person around Greenville too.
Absolutely.
And we talked about that, about like the coaching search, and kind of like a broader range, not just women's basketball. And, you know, she talked about, you know, how important it is. And I even asked her, like, how has she been intentional about, like, going in the community in Greenville and stuff? Because I think that's a very underrated trait of, like, an ECU head coach. Like, Cliff Godwin's done really good at it. She's done really good at it. Coach Houston, I feel like, did a good job of it. But it's just so hard for the football coach because, like, your attention has to be on 120 guys plus that. And, like, Skip Holtz did a really good job of it when he was here. So, I mean, I think that's a huge trait that we need to look for in our next head coach.
And folks out there, you can help ECU athletics by being kind, nice people, because one of the reasons Kim McNeil's still here is because her kids are going through the little leagues, and they've got so many great friends and coaches. I mean, she talked about Ramey Steins, how important he was in her son's life. Like, just being good people in a good community will have people wanting to live here. And she doesn't want to go anywhere because she loves her kids love it here.
Yeah, and she talked about that. She talked about, you know, like you said, Greenville Little League and Ramey Steins and some of that. And then I kind of found it shocking. She was very honest. We talked about the NIL and transfer portal. I told her, I was like, look, I don't know that much about women's basketball, so like you got to tell me. And I asked her, and she was like, yeah, like there's girls out there that are getting like $200K, and then like she said even like high school recruits that were recruiting at ECU are asking for money, and I just never would have thought that's like a thing in women's basketball. Not to be like disrespectful, I just genuinely didn't think so. But she said it was, and then she was very honest. She was like, "Look, I don't know much longer I'm going to do this. I might retire soon because of this." So
yeah, we have seen big names drop out, and you're going to keep the dominoes will keep falling. Oh, good stuff, man. We'll make sure you check out that podcast, and we'll talk to you Thursday. We'll track you down on the pregame, but also afterwards on the fifth quarter.
For sure, man.
Eat some dank burrito late night.
And some ranch.
Joining us today on Pirate Radio Live, the host of the Holton Ahlers Show, co-host on the U.S. Sailor fifth quarter call-in show, former Pirate QB Holton Ahlers is here. Holt, how you doing, man?
Doing good, man. Glad to be here.
Absolutely. Pirates off last Saturday, but back at it coming up Thursday night on ESPN. It'll be a 4 o'clock kickoff to our Bud Light pregame tailgate, 8 o'clock kickoff at Dowdy Ficklin Stadium, and a late night edition of the U.S. Sailor fifth quarter call-in show. Pirates looking to win 2 in a row. Blake Harrell looking to go 2-0 as interim coach, and he came in at a pretty good time. Holt, you get Temple, and then you get FAU, 2 winnable games, 2 games the Pirates are favorites in. So, how you feeling about Thursday night?
Feel pretty good about it. I mean, you look at FAU, and they hired the big name in Tom Herman, and just hasn't worked out for him yet, which I'm kind of surprised. You know, Tom Herman, had a really good record when he was at Houston. Houston's a different animal than FAU, though. Although I think FAU's a good job.
Yeah.
Like, someone's going to figure it out there. I don't know if it's going to be him or not.
Lane had it rolling years ago, right?
Yeah, he did. So, I mean, it's a good job. I just think Tom Herman, I mean, you got to think, like, even Houston back then had a lot more resources than FAU does. And then, obviously, he goes to Texas. And, like, that's my biggest thing about, like, Joe Sloan now and, like, in the coaching search is, like, coming from somewhere where it has unlimited resources to somewhere who has limited, like, as a head coach, he probably looked at the resources and was like, this is what we have, like, this is all. Rather than if you get someone who hasn't been at one of those massive schools, then it's like, okay, this is what we get, man. This is great. You know what I mean? So we'll see.
Yeah, for the Pirates at home on a Thursday night, like I don't know, can you ride momentum? You almost felt like you wish they could have played last Saturday to kind of keep that going, but long layoff. Holton, what's practice been like when you get one of those bye weeks and go into a game?
Yeah, it's good. It's probably good for them because Coach Harrell can kind of implement his own things. Bye week, each coach has their own like way of doing things. Bye weeks are really big on like helping the body and like the starters. Like Coach Houston was big on like having 2 really good tough weeks of days of practice. The first 2 days, and then letting the starters kind of back off and not even really practice. Where like Coach Mo was a little bit different. He let the starters have the whole week off. So like it's just each coach has their own way of doing things, and that was probably the first time that Coach Harrell had the chance to implement his stuff.
Got to be good for Hauser too, right? So he goes into a game right before halftime, then the next week gets a full week as starters reps, and then has had a lot of time since then to kind of implement what he wants to do, talk to John David Baker, see what's working, hopefully get with his receivers. But this time has to be good for Hauser.
It's great for him. I mean, as an ECU fan, like that's probably the best timing for him wise because he gets time with the receivers, which he had during the summer, and then obviously when Garcia got named the starter, they kind of switched roles, and Garcia started getting those reps, so it was probably really good for them there. And then confidence-wise too, like him having a good game before the bye week was huge, and then even JDB to have a good game for his confidence, going into the bye week is huge. So hopefully they can come out there and sling it around on Thursday. I definitely imagine they do.
Pirates, a couple wins away from bowl eligibility, and of course, they would need a lot to happen to be back in the conference race. But we're seeing some crazy results each week in college football. Had the college football playoff poll put out last night. Holton, any surprises? Anything stand out to you?
To be completely honest with you, Clip, I was watching the other polls of the United States of America, so I did not see the.
You're about what's important in this world.
I saw Miami was like 4, which I'm big on Miami. I think Cam Ward's really, really good. He was my preseason Heisman pick. But no, I mean, I wasn't. Boise State, they're the top G5 school.
Yeah, and I saw a projection where they were like number 10, which kind of just like assume the non-power school is going to be 12, which they are 12 in the actual poll, but saw one where they were at 10. So we're just we're looking to see what's going to happen with these, really with the Big 12, like who's their champion going to be. If BYU stumbles, where is the highest ranked Big 12 team ranked in that poll? If it's below Boise, then Boise could potentially be number 4.
Yeah, I mean, the Big 12 is a huge one because you saw, 2 of their top 3 big dogs fall last week.
Yep. And Colorado's still in the mix.
Still climbing. I think that'd be awesome. And then Deion's going to go coach the Jets next year with Shedeur.
Oh, okay.
I'm just... That would be awesome. I think he'd be a great NFL coach, probably better than college, because NFL is literally just about the players liking you.
Well, I predicted that he would not be at Colorado next year. He either ride off into the sunset or follow his kids one way or the other.
Why would you be there?
Blake Carroll, we'll talk to you again soon.
For sure. Thanks, Clip. Shedeur's going to be a top 10 pick, probably, or at least.
All right, back with you live in studio. Holton Ahlers joining me earlier today here on Pirate Radio Live. All right, we need to open up the Pirate Radio treasure chest and make somebody a winner, our second winner of the day, as Steve Hill won earlier. Who will win right now? 317-1250. 317-1250. Caller 12 is a winner. We will open it up. Tons of prizes left to give away. You can join Tommy Cook, Jeff Dover, Josh Aldridge, Thomas Heath, and Steve Hill as our winners. We'll find out our winner and hear from Adler Augustine and the ECU Volleyball players when we return. Pirate Radio Live on a Wednesday after this.
PestTech wants to thank Pirate Nation for voting them the #1 pest control company in Eastern North Carolina. PestTech is a full-service pest control company offering a complete range of indoor and outdoor pest management and extermination services. Your experience is the PestTech guarantee, with a promise to deliver you results while keeping you, your family, and the environment safe. Call the best of the best to get rid of your pests. 353-4760. PestTech, the official pest control company of Pirate Radio.
On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me.
Wow, a tie that lights up and sings. Cool.
Need a little help with Christmas this year? Pirate Radio has your chance to win big. The annual Holiday Treasure Chest returns, and it's bigger and better than ever. Tune into Pirate Radio Live weekdays 3 to 6 p.m., and you could win this.
A $100 gift card to Cuccinella's Pizza, a beer pong and prize pack cooler from Carolina Eagle, or a $100 gift card to Jersey Mike's.
It's going to be a December to remember on Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
Hunting season is officially open, and a great way to enjoy that postseason hunt celebration is with a Busch Light. As cold and smooth as the mountain stream, Busch Light is that perfect sip after a day spent in the great outdoors. Grab a case today. Celebrate the hunt with Busch Light, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Busch Light, please drink responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Busch Light, St. Louis, Missouri.
This is Aaron Williams with New Blue Service Group. People have been asking, what's new at New Blue? And I'm always glad to tell them that we now specialize in crawl space moisture control and encapsulations, along with septic system repairs and installations. As always, we offer plumbing, electrical, and HVAC, all while redefining service excellence. So go ahead, contact us at callnewblue.com. That's callnublue.com. Go Pirates.
Do life stresses have you feeling exhausted? Do your golf, tennis, and workouts have your body aching? If so, Kyra's Float and Wellness Studio has your solution. Come visit us at 2800 East 10th Street and try our services like our float therapy, which is a private pool containing a saturated solution of Epsom salt that allows you to float effortlessly for ultimate relaxation and therapy. At Kyra's Wellness Studio, we also have an infrared sauna, cold plunge, and salt and halo therapy that will leave your body feeling relaxed and healed. Contact us today at kyrasfloats.com. Kyra's Float and Wellness Studio. Restful intentions.
It's bow time. 'Tis the season for food and family, but thanks to Bojangles, you don't have to spend hours in the kitchen when loved ones come home for the holidays. Set down the spatula and put away the mixing bowls, because this holiday season, Bojangles is ready to help you celebrate with all your family favorites like Chicken Supreme, Cajun Filet Biscuits, or a big bow box of hand-breaded chicken, scratch-made biscuits, and fixins for the whole family. We'll make the food so you can focus on making memories. Head to Bojangles and gift yourself a taste of home. It's bow time.
East Coast Grading and Utilities is your source for clearing, hauling dirt, and concrete work. East Coast Grading and Utilities handles all sewer and water issues as well.
I'm David Vaughn. Whether putting in a new subdivision or helping you with any and all of your drainage problems, I can get the job done. Call me at 531-7494.
No job is too big or too small. East Coast Grading and Utilities. Friends helping friends. 531-7494 for East Coast Grading and Utilities.
Now through Christmas at University PC Care, just in time for the holidays, PC Care Plans and Mac Care Plans are buy one, get one. So buy one for yourself and get one to give away. It covers both PCs and Macs and includes maintenance, unlimited remote support, and managed antivirus, keeping your personal computer safe and running smoothly. Get yours today by stopping by University PC Care in Greenville or New Bern and ask for the buy one, get one care plan special. Learn more at universitypccare.com.
This is Carter Spivey, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Do you want a free quote on your home, auto, or life insurance? Call Tim Sawyer and his State Farm team at 493-0002 to get a quote in less than 5 minutes. To get great coverage with great rates, call your local State Farm agent, Tim Sawyer, at 493-0002. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Now back to PRL. Here's a clip.
All right, Brett McMurphy just tweeted out a quote from Brett Yormark. I'm not Mark. Yormark. Big 12 commissioner. He said, quote, "In no way should a group of 5 champion be ranked above our champion. It begins."
Screw that guy.
Because it doesn't matter who you are and what kind of season you had. It matters whatever hell league your name is under this year. So if like Princeton joined the Big 12, they're all of a sudden a good team because they're in the Big 12, no matter if they win or lose games.
Houston, SMU, everybody.
They're good now.
SMU is actually
Houston and Cincinnati are legit now because.
Well, okay, if SMU went 11-2 in the American this year, are they good?
They're in a new club. Okay, they're not good.
So yeah, exactly, the same thing.
Yeah, it's all stupid. Yeah, I can't wait to see how this turns out. And well, I can wait because I don't think it's going to turn out for good for the East Carolinas of the world. All right, we got to get to our Big Rock Power Sports Live line because we just opened up the treasure chest And we have a winner, and that winner is Erica Bowen. Hello, Erica.
Hi.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Have you ever won out of the treasure chest before?
No, I'm so excited.
Oh, great. Well, Erica, it says you're from Wilmington.
I am.
You're not a UNCW fan, are you?
Absolutely not.
All right. What do you do, Erica?
I stay home with our young son. I was born and raised in Greenville, true Pirate, and been in Wilmington for the past couple years.
Awesome. Who is your all-time favorite Pirate?
I gotta go longtime family friend, Jeff Carr.
Jeff Carr, awesome guy. I had him on the show as we were talking about the 99 team reuniting at Dowdy Ficklin Stadium this year, and was great to catch up with Jeff Carr, all-time great linebacker here at East Carolina. All right, Erica, we're a little pressed for time. I'm not going to run down the entire list, but have you seen our prizes or heard our prizes this year?
I have. They're all good.
Okay. Anything in particular you might be looking for?
Nope. Ready for them all.
All right. Well, let's open it up. I don't think I've announced a winner yet, so I want to do it. I want to get in on this. So, Zach, open up the chest, man. If you don't open it, Erica can't win anything. So, there we go. All right. Erica Bowen of Wilmington has won a $100 gift card to 5th Street Hardware right here across the street from Pirate Radio. Awesome food, awesome beverages, and a great place to hang out. So, Erica, have you ever had 5th Street Hardware before?
I have not, but it's in my future.
It is, and you will be eating on us. $100 gift card to 5th Street Hardware. Erica, thank you so much for tuning in. Congratulations, and I hope you enjoy the food. We'll contact you and let you know how you can redeem your prize.
All right, sounds good.
Thank you. There is Erica Bowen, winner of our $100 gift card to 5th Street Hardware. All right, real quick, Jamie says, please clip, you have to acknowledge that last segment. Yeah, I don't know what was going on. Do we have an explanation, Zach, anybody?
No.
Okay, all right. Yeah, not sure what's going on. We had the correct interview on the radio with Holton Ahlers, and we did a little throwback, a little best of for our video viewers there. So y'all in the chat gang seem to enjoy it. So there you go. Left side.
Strong side.
How you doing, Sean?
I'm doing good. Congratulations to Erica. $100 gift card at 5th Street Hardware.
5th Street Hardware. By the way, saw Pike last night.
I did too.
He had his pregame meal at 5th Street Hardware.
Nice.
5th Street Hardware, restaurant and tap room. Your favorite place downtown Greenville for lunch, dinner, or drinks with friends. Follow them on Instagram for the latest events and specials. 5th Street Hardware beside the State Theater, downtown Greenville. We will talk to Courtney from 5th Street coming up on Thursday, recapping the big event they had a couple weekends ago. Raised a lot of money for our friends to the west.
Excited about having her on. There's going to be a big announcement with the money they raised for the Mountain Music event that they had over there. I had the great honor of hosting that from 12 to 4, and I'm telling you, from 12 to 4, it stayed packed over there, and the jug that they were taking money in was filling up pretty fast. So excited to hear how much money they were able to raise for our friends in Western North Carolina, coming up tomorrow on Pirate Radio Live.
All right, peeps, let's hit a couple more interviews. Let's hit Adler Augustine. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back and get the players. That sound good? That a good game plan? Here is East Carolina volleyball coach Adler Augustine getting ready for some postseason volleyball, and Minji's caught up with him earlier today.
Behind the bench, I could hear the people yelling stuff in the crowd, and also I think in comparison when we had COVID with the fake crowd noise, so now we got a actual crowd and they come out and they come support, and even after the game, just seeing them coming on the court, taking pictures with our players, asking them questions about the game, I think all of that makes for a great atmosphere.
6 o'clock Thursday, Winthrop, and if the Pirates win, which that is the plan, Friday at
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock again. So 6 and 6 coming up Thursday and Friday. Coach, thanks for joining us. We'll get a few players in here.
All right, awesome.
I'll ask them how they enjoy Adler Augustine practice. And see what they have to say.
See what they have to say.
Appreciate it, Coach.
Thank you for having me.
All right, joining us on Pirate Radio Live, head coach of the ECU Volleyball Pirates, Adler Augustine, postseason volleyball back in Minges Coliseum for the second straight season. Coach, welcome in. Congratulations on another great year.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for having me.
I know you wanted it to go a little further in the conference tournament. We were watching it here in the Pirate Radio studios. I believe lost set one, won the next two, and then it went to the final fifth set and unable to get that win. But just to be there, to be playing postseason volleyball, that had to be a goal of yours when you came here to ECU.
Yeah, it was always make sure that ECU was one of the top teams in the conference. That was the goal. And I think we've accomplished that before. I mean, it shows up in a lot of aspects, from recruiting kids that were telling us no, now they're calling us, or even scheduling matches. Now I get calls from a lot of the bigger programs. They want to play us because we'll have a good RPI and we'll be competitive versus when I first got here, they didn't even know who we were. So just seeing us playing a lot better, getting the better kids, and then having a lot of success has been amazing.
Let's talk about what's coming up Thursday night. Minges Coliseum, you'll be in action. Tell us about this postseason tournament. Last year, I remember going and seeing the girls play in Minges, back again this year. So tell us about it.
Yeah, it's awesome. Especially we get to host, so that helps with the travel. We don't have to go too far, and then we could play in front of our crowd. We've been pretty good at home. So we're excited to host, and we'll play Winthrop in the first round. So depending how that goes, obviously we're going for the win, and we'll play the winner of the UConn versus Mercer match.
And what time is Thursday night?
Thursday night, 6 p.m.
6 o'clock, and then survive an advanced season. If you win that, you move on. And so, Coach, what happens beyond that? If you win Thursday, Friday, what's the next stage?
Then you play another round. There's two more, I believe, 2 more rounds after that, or maybe 3. As we're trying to go all the way.
Is that TBD where those games will be played?
That'll be TBD.
Okay.
It will either host, but we're on the same side as UVA, so it will. We're assuming UVA will be a host site. It's either us or them.
Coach was talking to you off the air. One thing about coaches at East Carolina, when they do too well, they end up somewhere else sometimes. But you had some interesting answers to that. You said you plan to be here, which is awesome. And you talked about knowing you've got something great in place versus taking that job where it could be a rebuild. You worded it great where you said, usually if you're going to another place, it's because something didn't work out good there. So that's a good way to look at it, I think. But you really like what you've built here at ECU.
Yeah, I do. Especially now that we got it rolling. Every year seems like it's going to be even better. Looking ahead already, I think next year could be even better than this year. So that's exciting. Like you said, if you go, if you start winning, you get these opportunities. But every time you take a new opportunity is because something wasn't happening. That's why that space opens up. So you start over, and it's really hard when you start from the bottom. But when you have something rolling, you sleep better at night, and things are a lot smoother. So I like what we have here. The players are great. The fan, there's way more people coming to games now. Every year, I think there's more people in the crowd. We get our players love it because they get noticed when they go places. So all that's a good feel.
We'll plenty of time to talk about next year, and we'll do it before next season. But I know you're focused on right now and these seniors and everything. But as far as you say it, just the machine rolling, getting better. What percentage is traditional high school? What percentage is portal? How are you utilizing the portal of volleyball?
Yeah, in the past we haven't too much. We've gotten a couple players for sure, but we haven't dive deep into the portal. But every year it's different, right? Now we're losing a ton of seniors. There's at least 7, 8 of them graduating. So we're going to be, it'll be a completely different team. So we might be in the portal a lot heavier to keep it going. So that's one thing the portal does allow is to get experience. There's a lot of great young talent out there, but if you could keep it rolling with a couple of portal players because they have experience, they know what it's like to be on the road and the expectation. So we're going to take that route for sure.
Adler Augustine joining us. You mentioned the crowds and attendance. How much of a difference does it make, Coach, when you're playing in front of a rowdy Pirate crowd?
Oh, it's great. They're loud. I'm sure the other team. I'll talk to coaches after the game, and they'll make comments. They're like, "Man, it sounds really good in here, especially with the new seating behind the bench."
Adler Augustine, East Carolina volleyball coach. Let's take a break. We'll come back. When we return, you'll hear from some of the players. Jennings Hall, Carlia Northcross, and also Ellie
Pate.
Ellie Pate. Got that on the way. Pirate Radio Live rolls on a Wednesday after this.
Hey there, Eastern North Carolina. Jeff Stein at Brown and Wood. We have the 2024 Encore GX at 0.9 for 36 months. You heard it right, 0.9. We also have the Envision and the Enclave at 0.9. For GMC, we have the 2024 Sierra at 1.9%, the Terrain at 0.9%, and the all-new Hummer EV 849 lease for 24 months. Brown and Wood, 89 years in business in Greenville. 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal: to make sure you leave a happy customer.
The best burgers around. Everyone loves a thick, juicy, and fresh burger. Tiebreakers does real burgers better than anybody. And don't forget about the cheese sticks, fresh salads, and more. So don't just go to any burger-themed restaurant chain. It's time to break the chain and eat local. Tiebreakers. Burgers and sports at its best.
Go Pirates! Arr!
This holiday season, get ready to glow like never before. Beauty Bar Medi-Spa invites you to experience the magic of self-care with treatments that enhance your natural beauty. From Botox to filler, skincare, and more, this is your time to shine. And starting Monday, December 2nd, we're kicking off our 12 days of Christmas. Each day will feature a new opportunity to save on your favorite services and products. But don't wait. These deals are only available for one day. Stop by Beauty Bar Medi-Spa at 1021 Red Banks Road, Greenville, or visit beautybarmedispa.com. Your glow up awaits at Beauty Bar Medi-Spa, your holiday beauty destination.
Did you know that GUC's utility rates are not only low in the region, but also the state? That's right. When you combine the average electric, water, wastewater, and natural gas into one bill, only people in 2 of the 15 largest cities pay less than GUC customers. Only 2. Low rates and high reliability. Working in the best interest of the community rather than shareholders. That's the value of public utilities. That's the value of GUC.
I'm Caleb Stroud, the founder of Stroud's Marine. I grew up on the water and I've loved boating my entire life. In 2012, I decided to give back to the marine community by creating a way for boaters to order pre-owned salvage marine parts online. Stroud's Marine was born to offer incredible prices and unparalleled customer service. We stand behind every part we sell, and our mission is to save you money and get you back on the water as quickly as possible. Visit StroudsMarine.com today for more information. Stroud's Marine, your best source for salvage outboard parts.
The holiday season is a special time of year, one that is meant to be spent with family, friends, and loved ones, offering a heart filled with gratitude, joy, and hope. Pitt County Schools is thankful for a community that inspires our students by providing growth opportunities and investing in our teachers and staff with continued support. The arrival of a new year also presents a fresh beginning. So if you're interested in creating a rewarding future by becoming engaged with an award-winning school system that is centered around educational and leadership advantages, we are hiring. Pitt County Schools encourages you to become a part of our team to help ensure success for the posterity of Eastern North Carolina. To fill out an application, please visit our website today at pittschools.org. That's pittschools.org to learn how we grow minds and invest in our future through 38 schools and 1 community. Education, the key that unlocks doors of opportunity.
There's more to fall than just Pirate football. It's also a great time to list your home for sale with ENC Pirate Realty Allen Tate. Why should you list your house for sale in the fall? Buyers are ready now. Many buyers are expecting interest rates to adjust by the end of the year, and they're getting ready to start their search now, ahead of the spring market when competition increases.
Visit our website, encpiraterealty.com, to connect with our experienced team of agents.
Go Pirates!
Pirate Radio.
I'll give you Blackbeard's honest opinion. You ask me, can this new captain promise you a life of prizes, plunder, and adventure? Aye.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local, print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. University Sportswear, the official sportswear provider of Pirate Radio. Now we head back into PRL. Here's your host, Clip Rock.
All right, back with you. We got in a weird conversation. What day were we born on? So I had to call my mom. It was a Sunday for me. Chandler's mom didn't answer, and Alex didn't call his mom. But we have fun, right? All right.
Clip, your mom asked me when spring training started, by the way.
Yeah.
Still thinks I'm Alex.
Got to get to this interview, Chandler. Do you have anything to say?
I was born on a Thursday.
You're a Thursday baby.
I was born on a Thursday. What was the Thursday night game that night?
You look like a Thursday baby. All right, let's get to our interviews with the ECU volleyball girls from earlier today. Here we go.
All right, joining us today on Pirate Radio Live, we got some ECU volleyball players getting ready for some postseason action in Minges Jennings Hall. We all know Jennings at this point. Hello, Jennings.
Hey.
Also, Ellie Pate joining us. Hello, Ellie.
Hi.
And Carlia Northcross. Hello, Carlia.
Hello.
Welcome in, and congratulations on a great year. Looking forward to more postseason action in Minges, and we'll start with the conference tournament. Wanted to be playing there a little bit longer, but win the first set, lose the first set, win the next two, lose the fifth set. But what was that experience like? We'll start with you, Jennings, to be there and again, great where you are now, but how about that conference tournament action?
Yeah, well, I've been here 5 years, and that was my first time ever doing that, so that was exciting. Definitely unfortunate how that game went, but definitely still just a good experience to get there, practice in that environment, and play really good competition. And get to play postseason volleyball. So. And
now, hopefully for y'all, this is the standard, right? And Coach Augustine's done a great job, but Ellie, it seems like it's getting better and better every year, and you want to keep that rolling.
Mm-hmm,
yeah, I would agree with Jennings. I think it was hard, obviously, because no one wants to go in and lose the first game and have to leave the next day. But I thought our team did a really good job at fighting, and we've had so many injuries throughout this season. It has been so much adversity, but everyone has played a different position. Everyone's put in work in so many different ways, and that is why we are where we are now. And so I think we use that to carry us through and win these big games.
And Carlia, how about for you now? The next step is this tournament coming up in Minges. Thursday you win, you advance to Friday. That's the goal. So what's the mindset for you right now heading into these games?
I think for me, and I think for a lot of girls on the team, that this is our last chance playing with a lot of the girls, and want to make it memorable, want to make it special, and just be able to play for each other and cherish this last moment.
That's awesome. Let's get to know you girls a little bit. Carlia, where are you from?
I'm from Memphis, Tennessee.
Okay. How'd you get here to ECU? What brought you here?
I had a coach that had a connection here, and it was make a phone call, and that was pretty much it.
You like your time in Greenville so far?
I do. It's nice. It's definitely different from home, for sure.
Okay,
Definitely a lot different.
good deal. How about you, Ellie?
I'm from Auburn, Alabama, so yep, War Eagle. It's very similar to Greenville,
Yeah.
college town, so that's kind of why I came here, because it reminds me of home, but away.
And Jennings, for folks that don't know, what was your story?
I mean, I'm from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, so not too far. I grew up a Pirate, so when I got offered, I mean, it was pretty much a no-brainer. So.
Pretty natural. Jennings, I've talked to Rajay about this with football, Danny with baseball. Leaving it better than you found it. Do you feel like you're doing that with this volleyball program?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, when I got here, it was a whole new program. Adler didn't recruit me, so it was just a whole transition. So the girls that came in with me and Adler, like, we were the first of this new next step, and we didn't start out very good, but each year it just kept getting better. So,
Carly, the play on the court, the coach, like, can you kind of put into words why, like, Adler's describing it right now, it's kind of a machine. He expects to be even better next year. What goes into that? You see it every day. How has this program been able to get better every year?
I think our biggest strength when it comes to getting better is putting in so much extra time and energy in the spring. And then even when we are in season, like, people come in before or after practice and get extra reps. Like, you can tell all the girls on the team really want to be a part of it and really want to make a difference. Because, like, in practice and in games, we can always see each other's potential. Like, you can see those sparks and moments where it's like, oh my God, this is such a good team. And I think everyone's kind of chasing that feeling of, you know, being number one and actually winning conference tournament next year and all that stuff.
Well, you got to play your best, whether you're in an empty gym with no one watching or a great Pirate crowd. But how much does that crowd energize y'all on the court?
The crowd helps so much. I mean, there is such a big difference when we are playing away versus at home. Obviously, like, the routine, the schedule at home is a lot better, but we have, like, amazing fans. Like, people that come to every game, sit front row, begging for our balls at the beginning of the game. And, I mean, they've helped us through some 5-set wins, 13-15 at the end.
Yeah. Let's go around the horn here. Jennings, if you were playing a different sport at ECU, what would it be?
Oh, I don't know.
You got to be good at something else, right?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I was a dancer for, like, the first part of my life, so I know it's technically not a sport, so I guess I'd be on the dance team.
All right, there you go. During timeouts, you can just run right back on the court. How about you, Ellie?
I feel like I would play soccer. I don't know. It seems fun, and I have some soccer friends, so go ECU soccer.
All right. Carlia?
I played basketball for a long time, so I think I'd be on the basketball team.
I noticed your size. So when did you realize volleyball was something you wanted to take seriously?
I think the whole time when I was playing basketball, I played since, like, 6th grade. But, like, I always wanted to play volleyball, but it was easier for me to find access to, like, a good basketball like program and stuff like that.
Easier to go shoot than nobody's setting you in spot. You can't do it alone. So that makes sense. All right. So Thursday night, 6 o'clock, Winthrop coming up. How much, like, do you guys scout? Like, do you know about this Winthrop team, or is it all about what you need to do, Jennings?
We'll start scouting today, and then we'll either do today and then another half tomorrow, or we'll do it all today. It kind of just depends on the week, but
You'll have an idea of your opponent before they get here.
Yeah. Usually when we're away, we start a little bit earlier, but since we're home, we'll start today because we have our own access to our film room. So.
Does practice lighten up a little bit this late in the year? Does Adler go hard on y'all, no matter when the time of year is?
No.
No
comment. Jennings can talk because she's leaving.
Yeah,
so.
the time frame is shorter, but it's still, we're doing a lot of sixes right now in our practices. So.
Meaning?
Less drills, more just playing each other.
Scrimmages.
Okay.
Scrimmages.
Sometimes we'll go look at how many jumps we've had and be like, hey, I think I've reached my max.
All right, good. And that's a good point. Like, how are the bodies at this point in the season? Like, do you feel different physically than you did when it first started? Does they like wear on you at all? Or?
Yeah, I think it what you do to your body will determine ultimately how like much wear and tear you feel. So if you're not doing it in recovery, then you're gonna feel heavy and tired and sore and hurting. But the more recovery, the better you feel.
I feel like we need to do an intra-sports challenge and have Danny trying to, I don't know.
I played volleyball in high school.
Oh yeah, you were good. Of course you were good. Yeah. So could y'all hit a baseball or a softball?
I'd probably be really bad at it.
I think I'd be pretty good.
Our family plays wiffle ball at Thanksgiving, and it's fun, but I'm not very good.
There you go.
Volleyball is like my third favorite sport to play.
All right, Danny Beal on the volleyball court. Let's see it. All right, well, good stuff. We'll see you out there Thursday night, and looking forward. Thank y'all for coming here.
Thank you.
And this time we're gonna win that game.
Yes.
All right,
Yes.
let's get it done. Thank y'all.
Thank you.
All right, joining us today
to Carlia, Ellie, and Jennings inside the Pirate Radio Studios. ECU Volleyball, 6 o'clock, Winthrop, Minges Coliseum on Thursday. All right. Got a lot of done today. A lot of interviews. A couple of winners, including Erica Bowen, winning the Fifth Street Hardware $100 gift card, and Steve Hill got the Pirate Water Outfitters Smithy Cast Iron Skillet. We'll have at least 2 more winners coming up on Thursday. Thank you, Zach, Shirley, J-Bone, A-Harp. Great to see you again. And Chon, providing moral support these last 30 minutes. Appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem.
Thanks, Brett. Where's Brett? Where's Brett go? Let's go, Brett. We will see you fine folks Thursday, 3 o'clock, all new edition of Pirate Radio Live for the crew. I am Clip Rock. Jeff Charles, take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live.